Welcome to my Christmas time. Welcome to the party on the ice. On the ice. Come on, baby, on the snow. Come on, baby, feel it on your face. On your face. You won't get cold. You just gotta be hot. Rock it, rock it, rock it all night long, baby. Sing the jingle, sing it if you know it. Sing for me. Get ready for the night of fire. Night of fire. Night of fire. Until the Christmas time, until the days of your praise, you better feel the night of fire. Here comes the holy night. If you go breaking the law, you have a Christmas of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas. Night of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas. I wish you Merry Christmas. You have a Christmas of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas. You have a Christmas of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas. You have a Christmas of fire. Welcome to my Christmas time. Welcome to the party on the ice. Come on, baby, on the snow. Come on, baby, feel it on your face. You won't get cold. You just gotta be hot. Rock it, rock it, rock it all night long, baby. Sing the jingle, sing it if you know it. Sing for me. Get ready for the night of fire. Until the Christmas time, until the days of your praise, you better feel the night Welcome to my Christmas time. Welcome to the party on the ice. On the ice. Come on, baby, on the snow. Come on, baby, feel it on your face. On your face. You won't get cold. You just gotta be hot. Rock it, rock it, rock it all night long, baby. Sing the jingle, sing it if you know it. Sing for me. Get ready for the night of fire. Night of fire. Night of fire. Until the Christmas time, until the days of your praise, you better feel the night of fire. Here comes the holy night. If you go breaking the law, you have a Christmas of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas. Night of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas. I wish you Merry Christmas. You have a Christmas of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas. You have a Christmas of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas. You have a Christmas of fire. Welcome to my Christmas time. Welcome to the party on the ice. Come on, baby, on the snow. Come on, baby, feel it on your face. You won't get cold. You just gotta be hot. Rock it, rock it, rock it all night long, baby. Sing the jingle, sing it if you know it. Sing for me. Get ready for the night of fire. Until the Christmas time, until the days of your praise, you better feel the night of fire. Here comes the holy night. If you go breaking the law, you have your presents. Night of fire. Until the Christmas time, until the days of your praise, you better feel the night of fire. Here comes the holy night. If you go breaking the law, you have a Christmas of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas. Welcome to the holy night. Welcome to the night of Santa Claus. Come on, lady, that's your life. Come on, lady, that's your firehouse. You won't get cold. You just gotta be hot. Rock it, rock it, rock it all night long, baby. Sing the jingle, sing it if you know it. Sing for me. Get ready for the night of fire. Until the Christmas time, until the days of your praise, you better feel the night of fire. Here comes the holy night. If you go breaking the law, you have your presents. Night of fire. Until the Christmas time, until the days of your praise, you better feel the night of fire. Here comes the holy night. If you go breaking the law, you have a Christmas of fire. I wish you Merry Christmas.
Hello? 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 Hi. Okay, alright. Hold on. Let me swap our music here. Also, fuck you, Bodega, because you will never agree with anything I say, and that was my one time I'd ever hear that in my life, and I'm angry. Okay, let's just do the standard one track I make you guys listen to in the hideout. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay. So, couple things. I just finished my hi purple. I just finished my what's it called? My thing for Professor Bloom. And I will thank all of the subscribers in a second. Thank you. I want to tell you guys because I was excited. I forgot that I could do this. My I looked in the settings because I was curious, which is something I usually don't do. My webcam used to record at 43 frames a second, and I was like, well, that seems low. I can increase it to 100. It's at 100 now with its tracking, and I feel like it looks a lot better. And I also made myself more jiggly, so I'm very happy. I just keep accidentally nerfing myself. So I'm exceptionally jiggly now. Now I'm wobbly. Better late than never, yeah, baby. Only took 7 years. Okay. Let me thank all of the subscribers. Hold on. And I always want to do this, and I always feel bad just like typing thank you in like all caps in the chat. It feels like so fake. So hold on. EV Systems, thank you for the 52 months. I'm so sorry. God, thank you. I don't deserve it. I just learned what my physics in my model were. Thank you, Evie. Sorry, I didn't mean to get giant and show you my titties. 1 second. Stevie Weeby, thank you for the tier 1 at 30 months. And we in the 40s with this one. What does that mean? I want to laugh at it. Are you saying we're like old because we like Eurobeat or like -40? But I feel like you're Canadian and -40 would like insta-kill you. So like, I don't know. Birdie, thank you for the tier 1 at 9 months. It's 40 months. Oh, I'm stupid. A joke on the weather of the season doesn't read the number. It's like you never left. Bumby can beg for a sub for me. Bumby, can you beg for a sub for me? I'm too proud. What do you mean? You want me to beg for people to give you money on my stream? I'm so fucking proud of you, you nasty, greedy bitch. Never mind. 1 second. I gotta plug in my headphones. Okay, so here's the plan for today. Putting. Oh, that's how streaming works. I forgot that was an option. I was like, yeah, okay. Hold on, Bodega, can you post your channel link so people can go give you some subs? Thank you, Greedra. Your greed sickens me. Thank you for rewarding my greed. Okay. Today's plan, which actually unfortunately also relates to Bodega, was Bodega only messages me when I'm about to go live, and they're like, I'm actually excited. After Digital Circus, we're gonna get what is it called? Dispatch? And I was like, no dispatch. So this is the anti-Bodega stream. So they're gonna sit through shit they don't want to, because I'm probably gonna make this 15-minute episode last like 4 weeks. I messaged you last week. I'm totally aware of my DMs and respond in a timely manner. Everyone knows this. Other YouTubers have not publicly complained about my ability to DM. Greed, gluttony, yes. Also, hi everyone. I thanked all of the subscribers, but I want to say hi to everyone. So I'm gonna start not at Bodega. I'm gonna start at Birdie. So if someone wants a hi, let me know. Hi Birdie, hi Stevie, hi Greedra, hi Emo Punk, hi Baka, hi Floramin. Start with me. Brother, you are too slow. Hello Rainbow, hello Spirit Eater, hello Leah. Hi Bumpy, I want to hi Cast. Reduced to username. You're never happy with what I call you, okay? You're never happy. I call you the wonderful, totally wonderful and not dystopian PvP zone of Florida, and you hated it. Okay, I call you whatever your other name is, pretending to forget it, and you're like, but that's not my name. I want that on Twitch. I need a username, and I use it and you're mad. I'm gonna cry because I missed you, Pumpy. Hello, Baka, even though you're a Zoomer. Baka's not actually a Zoomer. They keyboard spammed and got 67, and I'm making fun of them for that, just to clarify. I didn't get a hi, Fizz. Florida is very Hamtaro of you. Does Hamtaro take place in Florida? You literally hate me. All those examples are hatred in action. Okay, doesn't matter who you say hi to. I already got the first hi. You fucking sick creature and your habits. Okay, someone asked at the beginning of stream something, and I think it's a good rant because I think about it. Someone asked on my feelings of funny number. Sorry, I'm lowering the volume on my end for a little bit. I have trouble thinking already. Loud music's making it harder. So someone asked how I feel about 67, and I want to say, because I've seen this take by people I like to watch, and I disagree so hard. If you are upset about 67, there are two things happening, in my opinion. One, you have officially become an old person, and you're angry at the kids on your lawn and the loud music past 8. God, how can they be so inconsiderate, all those fucking loud teenagers, and they're rocking, they're rolling, okay? Or two, you know that you're looking in the mirror, and it makes you uncomfortable because there were incredibly stupid memes that we all participated in, okay? Even in public. So shut up, okay? You can add +2, and it becomes 69. It's pronounced 6-7. Okay, 6-7. So there's 69. Okay, there was other Vine things that people would like avocado, and I don't know that one actually, but I heard it a lot. Avocado planking. Okay, avocado do's or something like that. I think I understand it. 13. Is that lead speak? I'm the old person. Get off my lawn. 420. Okay, stop. You know what's funnier? 67, 68. Freech avocado or something like that. Yeah, duck face selfies. Okay. Also, and this is gonna call out specific people, and it's okay. I was there. God, I'm so bouncy. It's so good. I kind of want to increase the bounce more. Or are we at optimal bounce? I feel like I'm close to breaking. Okay, this is going to be like a personal attack. I was there in those trenches, okay? There were a lot of you, and it's okay, that were screaming Invader Zim quotes, okay, at school. Not okay, but it's a part of the learning experience, and you had fun. I had fun, okay? No, you bitch! Don't say that. It's true, and it's real. Don't make fun of the young people for fucking 6-7, okay? Do you guys remember? It wasn't too long ago, and many of you, such as myself, were even more socially inept somehow, okay? Remember the fucking Markiplier? It's like B or A or something. That was not too long ago, and it was literally nonsense. Raise your hand if you scream waffle. Oh yeah, E. Oh, did Markiplier break? Markiplier can't put me in my place today. I'm sorry about your points. That's weird. I don't know what I did to break it. Learning that GUR backpack could not hold your textbooks is a core memory for me. That was insane. And the idea that they're like, there's no other way to do it. Okay. Hypothetically, I don't mean this. I'm making it up to make commentary. Okay. Let's say hypothetically, okay, I went for a few days maybe to a colleague. Okay. To a higher education. They're always like, you're not ready for college. College is gonna fucking kill you and spit you out. Bro, I had to go take 2 classes a day. Sometimes 4 at max. And like the textbooks are sometimes like super not heavy. Right? Like I could just leave them in my car or something. Like, but for children, they're like, you have to take 8 textbooks with you. You must carry the burden of knowledge literally to appreciate it. You, small child of 100 pounds, you must carry a 40-pound backpack at all times. All the classics. See, look what they're doing. Okay, for those who don't know, you know what they're doing right now? They're literally communicating via references of a dark show that should have never been shown to children that was really funny. Okay? Many textbooks are online now. Listen, okay, when I was a young whippersnapper, I had lots of textbooks, okay? But I didn't have to fucking carry all 8 of them in a single day. I pirated my books and printed out the pages. But Bumby, do you get 6-7? Because like I can get any joke, but I have no idea what it is about. I think it is like E. I don't know. I think it's E, where it's literal nonsense and that caught on, but literal nonsense has caught on and you liked it before. You're just angry, okay, because it makes you feel old. E is funny though. See Birdie? Look at Birdie, okay? Birdie is gonna listen to like the intro music, okay? And he's like, I miss the music of my childhood. Oh, I miss Bach and Beethoven. Back when there was real music. It was good then. Bury that lame meme. Lame. Call me an old man. I don't care. From what I heard, 6-7 is indicative of a stereotype of high schooler. Maybe I would... Oh, no. I might judge it now if I think it's a bad joke. When it was literal nonsense, I was like, absurdity. I'm a fan. I love mindless absurdity. But now that it's like, the joke doesn't land, now I'm going to be like, oh, that's terrible. Don't ever say it to me again. I was stuck in my car while waiting for my brother at close to work. I will be here as soon as possible, but using data just to send this. I love that thing, Scramble. Thank you. Good to see you. Bach, whatever, just smacking rocks on other rocks in the cave. I'm a wrinkly old man. Where is old man diabetes, goddammit? If it's someone's alt, get on it right now. How dare you for this conversation? Hi, Scarecrow. God, the bouncy's so... Hold on. I don't want you to see me change, but how bad is it if I just raise the bouncy to like unreasonable levels? Hold on. What is like optimal bounce here? If the whole thing has boob physics, how will it behave? All right, right now, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I swear to Jester God, which could horribly curse me. Hold on, I'm going to come back to tell you this. Oh, there, I can show you it. Do you see the physics strength? I'm going to close this because I probably shouldn't show this to you, okay? But do you see the physics strength? I was going to tell you, I'm not kidding. Look at the number. I am not kidding. Okay, I'm going to raise it to max now. Whoop. Oh my god. Holy shit. Hi guys. I'm just actually fluid. Oh, don't you like your booblies all bobbly wobbly? Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to 6-7. I actually really like 6-7. I can't believe that's what I stayed on before. You're in space. Curse of all boob. Okay, all right, I'm back now. I look really stiff compared to where I was. So, industrial fan in the cologne ad. Okay. What else to talk about before we start? I might pause to get coffee later. Today we're gonna watch The Amazing Digital Circus, and I was thinking of playing the game I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, but I have the attention span of a Zoomer, so I don't know if I can get through it. I'm not Bloom, who has infinite patience for a video game. You are stiff. It's what happens when you become 67 years old. I'm really dumb, Evie. Like, it took me a while. That was the pause, because I was like, as a rainbow hands. The fuck is rainbow hands? The emote's really small for me, okay? I understand now it's trans, and I get the joke, and I support it, but for like a good 4 seconds, what in the fuck is a rainbow hands? You're not dumb, you're just pretty. Also, hi to please, needy cat today. Oh, poor baby. Hi, Wanderer. Rainbow hands is killing me. Okay. Anything else? Anything you guys just want to like talk about? This is like the pre-chat session before I like obsess about the Amazing Digital Circus, and there's no going back. Once I'm in it, okay, we're going into my special obsession, and there's no leaving the hole. I haven't seen this episode, but I plan to fight your theory every tooth and nail. I will watch it. I guess I'll pitch my main theory right now, and then we can... I don't want to spoil it for people. No, okay. Oh, what do? I want to be excited and like give input while I watch it, but I don't want to spoil it for people. I'll give you my theory and I'll show you things. I'll try to find a balance. Okay, I'll give you my overarching theory. The episode, slight spoiler, but not. It will reveal kind of some things. It's just showing inconsistency rather than like revelations. Does that make sense? Right? So there will be inconsistencies where you're like, what the fuck does that mean? But it doesn't like tell us anything, so you can only theorize. I'll tell you my theory. Tell you my theory right here. I think they are all AI, or they are human consciousness that became AI, and the bodies are dead. People like that one. I think it's the first one, but people like the second one. And the reason I think this is for things that will happen in the episode. And what I think abstraction is the loss of individuality. And we're going with, instead, a similar thing to like a almost darker or like nuanced look at like Buddhism and Hinduism, where the loss of the self, right, is like indicative of escaping the loop. And I feel like when someone abstracts, they are escaping the loop of suffering and they just become part of the code of the game itself, right? But I think the twist, the kind of message is like your suffering and your pain and your agony and your memories are all what makes you a person, right? Your personality is in response to the things that have happened to you, right? If you just thrived, right, you would never really have a personality, right? You're everything that has happened, and if you take those things away, you don't have a sense of self. That's my big theory, blah, 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 okay? Bumpy just casually bringing its religion. I'm not Buddhist. Okay, I went through a Buddhist phase. I'm not Buddhist, okay? All right? I don't even do the Zen meditation anymore, okay? I don't. All right? I gave up. I quit. I got angry. I left. I think it's neat, though. I've never thrived. I have nothing but personality. After hearing that, these edibles ain't shit. That's because you hate mindfulness. I hate mindfulness so goddamn much. Of course I'm aware. They're like, just be aware of the pain. How could I not be? That's the problem with it, is that I'm aware of it. Let it pass through you. It's gonna take days for that. What do you mean? Bro doesn't meditate anymore. It's thoughts all the time. I get angry and I left just, I got angry and left is just the story of our lives. I'm telling you, okay? And I will be so right and vindicated because I've totally never been wrong, okay? When the show is completed, it will just be the meme for those of, I don't have it on hand, I'm sorry. But it's the meme of the giraffe where it's like, I do not vibe with this universe. And then their head explodes and there's blood everywhere. That's what abstraction is. Look how bouncy I am. THC and exercise help me more. Okay, if we're talking about this, okay, and like I'm saying this all hypothetically, and I don't mean this because like I struggle with you know, I don't want to share too much like, you know, personal stuff, but hypothetically, treating my main sleeping beauty problem was like the thing that solved a lot of my problems, it seemed, because I was just too sleepy to comprehend anything. And then the second one that I've actually been trying, I'll talk about. I've only done it for like a couple days, but I felt good afterwards. And it was pseudoscience-ish. It's pseudoscience-ish. There was like a couple studies, but the studies aren't so good. And I know this is awful, and I shouldn't recommend someone on like, it worked for me, I read something that could have been wrong, but it was like, there are 2 types of meditations that have been shown to increase certain brain waves, and my brain lacks certain brain waves because of my condition. So I was like, more increased good brain wave than brain more happy because lack of brain wave, right? I'm very scientific. And so I chose one of them. One is called Nita. It's not Kaiju, but that's what I think it's called. It's a specific breathing yoga. I was like, lame, boring, not interested, gonna feel like I have an asthma attack. So I went to the second one, which was transcendental meditation, which you're supposed to pay $900 to get a coach to tell you a magic word so you can do this meditation. But I'm going to tell you and totally be right because I've never been wrong before. They just give you a fucking random word that is related to Hinduism in some way. And all you do is repeat it in your head while sitting, most relaxed as possible. And even if you have horrific thoughts, blah, blah, just keep repeating the word. So I was like, that's super easy. And I've done it a few times, and I have felt rested when I felt better. Yeah, it's just mantra. It's just mantra, and it could be placebo, but when I did it, I was like, oh, I feel better after like fucking 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, neat. So there you go. That's what I've been experimenting with, but 900 for that. I should become a monk, whatever works. Just smoke weed and vibe to music. Okay, yes, but this helps with the EP problems. Also, my EP problems aren't cured. That's actually something I have to like experiment with, unfortunately, is I'm on a lot of drugs, which I know it always seemed like I've been on drugs, right? But now I'm on a lot of drugs, and the drugs, if anything, actually slow me down because I think I have ADHD, so I become more normal on them. But I'm on a lot of stimulants right now. I currently have 2 very powerful in my system, and I plan on taking another in an hour. So I'll have like 3 total, and if that doesn't work, I take a different amphetamine. So like if I don't have these, I pass the fuck out. It very specifically likes to say Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. What? Oh! That's gonna be your mantra. It's supposed to be 2 to 3 syllables, and it should be nonsense, but like connected to something that you feel strongly about. Shut the fuck up, okay? Because I know everyone's gonna be like penis, cock, boob, something, okay? Come on, man. Stop typing. Put your hands off the keyboard, okay? Out of context fumble. I'm like on a lot of drugs. Ankles. 2 to 3, you mean za bombi? Emo, listen, okay? I love the support, okay? I appreciate it so much, but holy shit, I would come in person. I would be an IRL monitor, okay? In one of those like Android machines, I would beat your ass if you did that. Tails. So yeah. So basically I've gotten better from just treating my disease. Which I know sounds ridiculous. Why wouldn't Buddhism help me? And instead, I treated my medical condition, or I am treating. I don't know if it's like the most optimal. I don't know if I'll crash. Some of these drugs I can build immunity to over time, which will suck, and I will cry. But in theory, things are good right now. If you say Zabumbi and 3 times in a mirror, they beat your ass. 1 second, let me drink some water. You're all freaks, okay? I'm done. No more asking for what you guys want to talk about. I'm fucking putting up the whatever. Bumpy, yesterday I went to Walmart with my mother and brother. I went and I touched grass, but I got really soft and comfortable oversized hoodie, and I'm currently wearing it. It makes me think, oh, thank you. Hey, isn't our text background supposed to be flying in the background? You guys are so fucking demanding. Hold on. We want the bare minimum, streamer. Too much. How do I do this? Fuck. I forgot how this works. Log in and activate. There's a pool under my bed. Yes. Okay, hold on. Wait. You're right and you're wrong, okay? Because yes, you can have it right now, but I have to turn it off for Amazing Digital Circus because it's going to be hard. It's already a tiny window. We need to send you to VTuber school. Okay. I thought about this, okay? And yes, is it cringe? I thought of myself in the great lights. Of course not, I deserve it. But I was watching all of the drama with the potato VTuber man, right? And people were like, he's not a real VTuber. He doesn't even, he's not even says I'm not like a real VTuber or whatever. And I was like, am I a VTuber? I don't think so. I don't know. I feel like I have more of the typical VTuber, I don't know. I feel like I'm like a weird hybrid of not a VTuber and oh yes, the peanut. Yes, the peanut. Scuff on Bumpy stream. But yeah, so if I want something, I don't know if people are not really a VTuber because I don't think I'd be involved in the community really. And I don't know. You're not a VTuber. You're just afraid of 3D. You're a VTuber because you want an avatar to express yourself. I am a VTuber because the flesh disgusts me. This model isn't 3D. Nope, it's 2D, but beautifully fucking rigged. What else? The whole thing reminds me of like JPEG and PNG VTuber. So I like talking about drama a little bit. At some point, we will lose our ability to talk about drama if, you know, if more people come in here, because right now we actually have like an amazing space for talking about this. It's not like, you know, Twitter. But like, I don't know. I saw people, like, my instinct was to defend the Peanut Man, and he's like, he technically counts, right? It's an avatar, blah, 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 right? But then he was kind of like rude to Iron Mouse, at least in like the clip that could have been out of context, whatever. I don't know the full thing. Okay, I'm just jumping in with tea. Okay, I'm uneducated in the drama, but like he was like rude to Iron Mouse about it, and I was like, Peanut Man, I stood up for you. How could you do this to me? Who's the Peanut Man? I know nothing about the drama. I will sum it up for you. There is a man who is a peanut VTuber, but it's like his face, or like his eyes and his mouth only, superimposed on a VTuber, or on a rig of a peanut that's realistic, that won best VTuber. Okay, yeah, you're right, Florian. It's annoying orange. It's an annoying orange, but a peanut. Okay, that won best VTuber, and people were angry that it was not like Iron Mouse or HoloLive or anyone. Like, V Shoujo disintegrated, kind of like my rigging, right? Or my tracking. Hold on, I'm dying. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's like the rig of a Snapchat filter. Yeah. And my instinct was like, oh, whatever. He's a streamer. He's using something a little wacky. The face thing, kind of, it's a weird hybrid, right? It's a quality of the character. No, not even that, Taco. I think that's a part of it. I think we want to be a part of it, but if you're doing awards, right, it should just be like most entertaining, I guess. I actually don't know the rubric for what is the best VTuber. Is it like not the most popular? Is it like the most hours streamed? I don't know what the rubric sheet is, so I guess I can't say. But my instinct was to defend them because I'm like, oh, they're doing their own thing. Whatever, it's fine. That's the category. But then they were like seemingly mean, and I was like, damn you, Peanut Man. And not gonna lie, the guy burned any goodwill he could have had with the community with the thing about Mousy. I love being annoying and like overly I like to try to be overly, what's the word, like benefit of the doubty, right? So I'm like, maybe there were a lot of people claiming, or were, you know, mentally ill Iron Mouse fans, which like any large streamer will have, you know, the people who are crazy, right? Like that one person who's gonna say my name in the mirror until they reach transcendental peace. Totally not gonna name names. But yeah, no, it seemed really rude. So I don't know what do you say about Iron Mouse, or is that too much to talk about? I don't remember exactly. It was not a pleasant tone, right? Where that person is normal. To my understanding, if he won because he's entertaining, I can see why. Because he's controversial, he screams a lot and plays FPS games, so the audience makes sense. I don't Purple, if your jab at streaming a lot is a criticism. Where are you right now, sweetie pie? If anyone badmouths Bumby, I'll feed them to sea lions. Wow. Oh, thank you for reminding me about sea lions, okay? I was informed, okay, by certain members that they haven't had seal time in a little bit, okay? So, my plan is I'm going to give you the jingly keys, okay? Here are the jingly keys. You will get it after the first watch of the episode. So even though I'll be all excited to give you a fuck ton of like, did you see my mouth? That was wild. Even though I'm like really excited to like be contrarian. What are you? No, you have to wait. I'm gonna take that away from you. If there was only a way to remove redeems from one person.
What will you learn? What will you learn? That your actions have consequences.
Okay, so that's the plan. Is a little bit of jangly keys. Or you know what would be better? Okay, if we're going with psychology, I'm gonna think of a moment in time where I will jangly key you in the episode, and I won't tell you when it is. So you'll have to watch the episode. Oh, when will it happen? All right, let's see. I'm thinking of a place. Like a place that I think would be like a weird time. Perfect. I know when I'm gonna do it. You have to wait till that exact. It could happen anytime. I could pause it at any time to play the seals. You'll never know. No, it's just gonna be checking the red teams over and over. No. I will let you know when it's time. No. You don't have to obsessively check. I will be like, and it's seal time. Yeah. I will just be like, and it's seal time. And then you'll have your. I haven't decided if I want. I always say 5 minutes because 5 minutes sounds like, fuck it, a 5-minute treat. That's nothing. But when I'm here, when I can't escape, 5 minutes might as well be an eternity. 5 minutes is so long for seal time. Right? Like when I'm typing my promises in Discord, like imagine promising someone, yes, you get 5 minutes of attention for being good. That's like abusive. But like, it's so long. Can we have our trampoline back? No, you broke it. That's true. Okay, so that'll be the deal. If I forget, then you just have it at the end, right? Which could also happen. Maybe it'll never be during the episode. Oh, that's good. I'm like one of those evil this is Corpo Bumby. Unstoppable Corpo Bumby. Maybe there'll be a sale. Maybe you should open the game and check. Have you done your dailies? There could be a sale. Maybe you'll get something special today. You should play the game. Oh, fuck. For whoever was asking earlier, Iron Mouse publicly defended Peanut, and he basically spat it back in her face in one of the rudest ways possible. Again, I'm not gonna support it because I haven't done the research. It's completely possible. I don't know. But what I saw, the tone was like, brother, why? To be fair, I don't know much about the drama, okay? So this is my perspective, okay? Peanut person wins. People are reasonably a little bit annoyed because they're like, is that really a VTuber? And then there's the other half of the audience, which I understand, but don't necessarily agree with that much, where it's like they're not involved in the VTuber community. They don't support the VTuber community. I think fandoms are bad things. So I don't know, okay? Like, I want to say, like, support the community, support artists, all these things, but I'm also like, but that's also a fandom, and fandoms are inherently evil. So I don't know. And then, like, I view Iron Mouse as funny, silly lady who's chronically ill and was like, says something nice, and Peanut's just like, I was like, why? Why, Peanut Man? I blame Toe People running the awards for Toe People. Have you played Darktide? I really like it. I love Darktide. Unironically, one of my favorite games. It's not my favorite game to stream. It's too chaotic for me to make like commentary, but it's like one of my favorite games to like turn my brain off and just smack things. Funny, silly, chronically ill. You slept through so much VTube drama. There's so much. I wish I was ignorant. Iron Mouse is too nice. I wish that she could be meaner. I mean, like, she could be meaner, like, behind the scenes. We don't know. But everything I've seen of her, she's very pleasant. I would be shocked if they were, like, mean. It's like if someone was like, yeah, did you know Zentreya is, like, secretly horrific? I'd be like, excuse me? We talking about the same dragon lady? That'd be crazy. Don't you tell me. Don't you ruin Christmas for me. Okay? Tell me after Christmas. Don't you ruin my Christmas. Okay? Stop it. I don't know. Stop. It's completely plausible. Stop it. I want Christmas. Santa's real. Stop it. Stop it. You stop it right now. Stop it. No, I don't want to know. I'm legitimately serious. Don't tell me. This is my stream, and I get to finish it thinking Zentreya is a silly dragon. Okay? A fucking car. Zentreya is so base. No drama to speak of. I have bad news about Santa. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Don't tell me things that are plausible. Wait, what about Santa? Evie's like, wait, enough about this. What is this nonsense about ruining Santa? How could you ruin that? He gives me my presents every year and eats my cookies. Chat is fine. Santa broke my fridge. Santa ate my cookies without asking. She is a silly dragon. Some thoughtless actions at times. Don't tell me. No, stop. Okay. An entertainer doing bad things? No, certainly not. Okay. No way. Please. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. This is like I need a better example. Fuck. I need like a dead person. This is like if Carl Rogers was like a serial killer. I was like, who's dead and we know a lot about that I can use as an example. Do you know who is a drama VTuber? Bodega Rat. They're very drama. Do you talk about drama a lot, Bodega, on your channel? This is like if Santa was evil. Where? No, I didn't think so, because I'm like, I watch Bodega, and I don't think Bodega covers it unless I've missed it. Bodega only does it for the first 10 minutes as rapidly as possible, and I never catch it. Stop it, Taco. That's really funny. Stop. That's really good. That's very specific and really good. Okay, all right. Bodega is the drama. That's why they don't talk about it. True. Okay, you know what? I'm happy Peanut got it and not Bodega. I don't want Peanut to win. I want Bodega to lose. If something is too big to not talk about, you see, that's you talk about drama because you can't avoid it. I don't talk about drama because I am incredibly ignorant about what is going on. The only I stay out of like VTuber spaces, so the only way I will see it is if it is like on like one of the very few subreddits I follow for a specific interest, right, or a specific thing that happens to take a meme of a thing that a streamer or Twitch person did. Like there's so many layers it has to go through to reach me. You stay out of spaces because you forget to DM. No, I choose. I'm above the drama. Okay. No. It's not my. Bodega, I respond to messages in a timely manner and always like with reasonable levels of interest and response. Right, Bodega? Right? So. 1 second. Let me drink some water. EV system, thank you for the the tier 1 to Polly Spinell. Source, I made the fun. Bumby, do you ever do that thing too where you see a message? No, so here, yes, I do that a lot. So one of the things, and this is possibly also cope, where it's just like, oh no, I'm trying to think of two uncorrelated things, but the thing I was gonna say is actually somewhat correlated to that. I can't think of a funny one. I was gonna go with my arthritis prevents me from doing this math equation, but arthritis can affect you, like brain fog and stuff. So I'm not witty enough, okay? But it's like I shouldn't blame my disease for everything. But a lot of times I'd receive a message, and if it was witty, I can't respond not witty or not funny, right? I can't be the one to give up, right? So sometimes I'll get like a message and it's silly or it's asking a question, right, that requires some level of effort, right? And I'm like deep in the EP, right? I was unmedicated at the time, right? And so I'm like, I'll do it when I'm more awake. And if I'm awake, I would just stream and see them here. So there was never a point that intersected where I was not streaming and could DM them back awake. Yeah. It's basically the same thing, Birdie. Yeah, it's just like I don't have the energy for this banter. Have you seen FNAF 2 yet? No, I watched 5'2" Jesus Man talk about it. He said it was awful. But I don't know. I'm open to trying it. But I usually believe 5'2" Jesus Man. That's my parasocial dynamic. Although parasocial Jesus Man did say that he thinks 67 is the most cringe thing ever, and I was like, brother, you openly talk how you were like a weird, neat Naruto runner, 13-year-old. Silence. Hush. Bro getting all his interactions in one go, and then I'm like, now I must rest for 5 years. It was okay for a video game movie. So I don't know what happened. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There are very few things where I don't have a single memory of. I don't know, truthfully, was I distracted, which would be rude of me to do. So I don't know if someone remembers vividly if I was commenting on the movie while it's happening. I don't know if I was distracted. I don't know if I fell asleep. I have no idea what happened. I don't remember anything from the FNAF movie. Nothing. Not a single frame. Nothing. But I remember we started the watch party. And then I have nothing. Like, I assume that was a dream because I'm like, well, I don't have anything between. But we watched it together in the Discord. We watched as a family. I have no recollection of this place. You were actively talking about the film. I have no idea. I was sleep typing. I have no idea. No idea why I don't have a single memory. To be fair, I don't remember I don't think I was here when you did that because I don't remember watching a party for anything. There were at some point. Okay, it was never consistent. Okay, I don't want to sound like there was a consistency, but there have been watch parties, but they were all in like the before eras. We watched something else together. We watched like a big show together. Guy was in the chat in that film flow state. You see, the director here with the camera angles is saying so much. There were watch parties when you could get someone else to host it for you. Did I make you host the video on my watch party? Based previous mommy. That's crazy. Oh, that's good. Not me, but yes, you did. Who did I make do that? Bodega? Even more base. Maybe Raptor. Or Phantom. I could see Phantom. Okay, all right. Oh, don't worry. I never expect you to consistently do anything besides your hiatus affair. Yes, my hiatus affair. What else? I think we're good. I think it's time to enter the rabbit hole. So what I am gonna do, I'll actually give you a little bit of time, okay? Like a minute. I'm gonna turn off the redeems for the watch party that we're gonna have right now with the digital circus. Right? We're gonna be boring and pay attention in class. I know. But you could get seals at any time. At any time, there could be seals. Ooh, I wonder when the seals are. Ooh. I am such a good business person. I should study business and profits. There we go. 1 second. I'm taking away all your toys. Please be patient. Wait! I manually turned them all off instead of turning off the whole thing. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying later. I'm sorry. Oh, God. It's time to test that Zabumbi mantra. So, Wanderer, there's the thing on Twitch, on the Twitch website, where I can turn off redeems, right? And it's a simple toggle on and off button. But Bumby, very smart, has not made stupid mistakes already during stream, manually went into all of the redeems. And I have 3 times more redeems than I use, right? I just haven't sorted them, or I think they're like nostalgic, and so I leave them there. So I have to, at some point, when you get your toys back, I have to go into your toy chest and pull out each, instead of locking you out of your room with the toy chest, right? I put all of your toys in the wrong place in a box. And you only like specific toys. So I have to go into the box and get you specific toys after this. Okay. All right. It's time, gamers. All right. So we're going to start off, and I can't believe I'm saying this because I loved it. I'm going to start off with a criticism that I was forced to watch this before stream, by the way. Okay? I watched it, and I offended someone by saying this, but I stand by it. While the animation is so incredibly rendered and smooth, at the beginning of the episode, I thought it didn't work. I thought we have reached levels that are too good, too clean. It looks like a commercial for the amazing digital circus and not the animation itself. There's like few moments where it's so beautiful I'm willing to overlook it, but then I either got used to it or it got better. But at the beginning, I thought the animation was like inconsistent. I get what you're saying. Did you watch this? Bodega, watch this? Okay, now hold on a second. Let me make sure it's popped up. Okay, and window capture. Ta-da. Ta-da. Okay, wait, what, Emo? What? Bumby, fix your category. What is my category? I watched it on stream. Stop spoiling the clown show. Turning off. Wait, hold on. I watched Bodega watch this. Okay, hold on. Your category is dispatch. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Yes. Sorry, Bodega. Stream manager. Okay. I should probably get rid of that. We're gonna watch Just Ussy and King Ussy. Okay, perfect. That's a great title. All right, and then we're gonna do the amazing. That's not a category. Am I getting stupider just chatting? Have the drugs made me dumber at the cost of being more awake? Okay. All right, here we go. Shut the fuck up. You're angry that the kids play loud music next door, okay? I hate 6-7. It doesn't make sense. I've never enjoyed things that don't make sense for the sheer whimsy of it. Shut up. Okay, here we go. Boop. Okay. I think someone is just rust. No, they've made you silly. I've always been silly. Don't you ever say that to me. Let me drink water angrily. I don't know. I'm so. Oh wait, I know why. God, maybe I am stupid because I'm like, why am I so thirsty? I say after ingesting enough amphetamines to wake up a coma patient. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. Tell me if the volume is good. See, too smooth. Too smooth. I don't like it.
Already?
No, the adventure hasn't even started yet.
Oh, well, don't be a narc. Find your own hiding spot.
It's not
Sorry, I have to
bad,
blow my
it's
nose.
just that we haven't even seen Kane at all today. Plus, Gangle was looking for you. Hi, Zooble.
Should I raise it a little bit?
Wait, what's this?
I'm sorry. This is not in the highest of definitions. Hold on. Am I allowed to have this one? I think I'm allowed to have that one, right? There we go.
Hello, my little rubber baby buggy bumpers! Today, I've decided to go to the store to get essential ingredients for my signature milk and cigarette casserole.
Next hiatus, that's the note.
I hope you can handle yourselves and
Shut up, Birdie. I'm right and you're wrong, okay? I need it for my ego. Shut up.
I get back.
Well, this was fun while it lasted.
So, what's the adventure today?
Oh, I don't have an adventure for you today, so you can do whatever you...
Hold on. I have an idea. This might be my most brilliant... Guys, I'm learning in real time. When I watch the show, I turn this way, which makes it look a little weird. But what if I was over here? And if I was over here and I turned this on? Hold on a second. Even though when I look at the chat, I'll look over here. But now I can watch it with you. We're so back. Holy shit. Whoa! I'm learning. No, go back. I got you, gamer. All right, let's go. Perfect.
feel like.
All right, sounds fine to me.
You should ask me for suggestions on what
Okay. There we go. We're thinking outside the box.
to do instead.
I love when he has
No.
eyelashes.
What should we do instead?
No, Kangle.
Sorry.
Great question, Gangle.
Put it back, I
For
don't
an
like
answer,
saying
let me
that.
consult the Chinese room.
Okay. I'm going to nerd out on you. Okay. So I know we are 1 minute, 11 seconds in. Okay. But he's going to say something here. Okay. That is going to be exactly about my lecture. Okay.
Okay, he had a bit prepared.
Hold on. I'll pause it at the right moment.
Okay, why Chinese? Does this actually mean anything?
It's a mystery what's behind that door, but I believe it's a fluent Chinese speaker who will give me advice.
Can I just ask why? Like, what even is...
Shut! You're only making the joke take longer.
But Bumpy, I want to watch the show. You're only making the lecture take longer, okay? So, what is the Chinese room? Let me tell you. It's a thought experiment. It's a thought experiment by a philosopher. So you've already seen the episode? I am afraid I have, yes. I'm sorry. But I will gush all over the place, okay? So the Chinese room is actually a thought experiment. And it's a thought experiment that goes like this. Whether or not it makes sense, I've kind of been thinking about it, and I'm just like, it's kind of a lame analogy. But it's one of the first for talking about, like, sentience and AI. And it said, what if there was a... Fuck, it's kind of hard. I don't remember. Okay, I think it was if someone spoke English and then said all these things to someone they believed was in a room and was told it's either a computer or an AI, right? And asked it to translate the words to Chinese, you couldn't tell if it was a Chinese person as an English speaker or as or an AI, and it was checked, I think, assumingly, right, by a Chinese speaker that, like, these are extremely accurate and also do, like, the tone and everything. Does that mean that the AI is actually understanding? Right? And it implies, no, it's not. It's mimicking behaviors that seem like understanding, right? But it's just being a translation bot is what the thought experiment. It's called the Chinese room. So that's the nerdy analogy here. I love that, man.
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't understand Chinese.
Yeah, okay. I don't like change either. My toggles aren't set for it. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it. But Bumby, I imitate behaviors. Okay, there we go. Okay, all right. Hold on, I fixed it. Okay. Fuck it. I'm just not. My looking is just not gonna make sense. It's a real layered joke. It's pretty good. Now see who laughs at Kane's joke. Oh God! No, wait, he's in the light. Why would he get that? Brother, okay, I'm not gonna spoil some stuff. Oh.
Hilarious.
I don't know. Why don't you guys hang out at the digital lake? These locations have just kinda been there this whole time. Not sure why you never visit them.
So I don't know if Goose made this on purpose, like it was a later edition or there was always the plan. But a lot of people complain, we haven't been around the circus. You showed us the circus and we never went out and explored. So I don't know if he's like, well, I don't know why you idiots never went out there.
You should throw a freaking beach party.
Good boy.
Oh,
Good
that could be fun.
boy.
Plus, there are some...
Is that what you want for a Pat Redeem? Do you want me to just edit myself over Bubble? Good boy.
fun NPCs out there that none of you have even interacted with yet.
I'm guessing they're not intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not.
Me when I find
Kinda been there this whole
stream.
time. Not sure why you never visit them.
You should throw a freaking beach party.
Good boy.
Oh, that could be fun.
The
Plus, there are
giant
some
hand and
fun
the squish.
NPCs out there that none of you have even interacted with yet.
I'm guessing they're not intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not. Now go have fun.
Beach party.
Wow, what a good day! Wow!
When Oshi likes your comment. Good boy.
All right, so who wants to try Kane's magical
You guys ready for the sexy, slutty beach outfit? We need new redeems. Redeems for moments like these. I also know a guy who green screens everything. Really purple. I wonder who you might be referring to.
changing booth first?
You guys ready
I
for all
guess
the sexy?
I'll give it a go.
Our jester, okay? What is it? I saw a meme where it's just like everyone's making like porn of Pomni, and it's like the people crave Devi Duval. You crave jester slutty Devi Duval.
Wow, you look mediocre.
I love the sun.
If you ever need a sunburn, give me a call.
I don't want a sunburn.
Should have thought of that before I decided I hate you.
I love the sun.
Don't interact with the sun. She's just like that.
Okay, let's back up here a second, okay? Before we get to the true porn here,
Should have
hold
thought
on.
of that before I decided I hate you.
Don't interact
Also, look at her face. Her face reminds me a lot of the expression that Guri makes or Guri has as emotes.
with the sun. She's just like that.
her outfit looks great. Her outfit looks actually so good on this fucking model. It's so good. Zubul, is Zubul just naked?
Gangle, wait.
Let's go. Zubul's always naked. The water rendering is crazy.
Oh, my eye! I'll get it.
All right. You are about to meet two characters, and one is Charlie from Smiling Friends, and another is an animator who just makes ridiculous, absurd things and uses his absurd voice to do it.
Hey there, if you want to find my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that. So, I was just talking...
Would? Okay, Leah. There's two possible answers here. And both are a tad insane, but I suppose I get them. I don't know if you're stream delayed. I don't know if I'm stream delayed. And you're saying would as a joke on Kinger and that you would also fuck the shit out of that chest piece. Okay, I kind of get that. Or if you looked at this handsome devil right here. and you were like, absolutely.
With my brother here, and yeah, you are definitely not getting our sunken treasure chest. Definitely not.
Do I even want
I meant the fish.
your treasure chest? It's not like there's anything to spend money on.
I'm the one that tells lies.
Bizarre raspy voice.
Definitely not.
Do I even want your treasure chest? It's not like there's anything to spend money on.
I'm the one that tells lies. Dude, you ruined it.
Is that your treasure?
Dude, no, they took everything. That was my entire life savings, dude. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. That was everything. Oh my god.
Did you find it?
The fucking water rendering on her is disgusting. Look at this. Look at the
Everything.
detail.
That was my entire life savings, dude.
Pomni, go back to being
Oh my
evil. That's when
God.
you look attractive.
Oh god. Oh my
Look at
god, I'm
this.
gonna
Look
be
at
sick.
You know what? You know what? Fuck the streamer. Hold on. Just look at his rendering.
I'm gonna be sick. That was everything. Oh my god.
Look at it.
Did you find it?
Nah, somebody plundered it before I could.
What?
What? Oh, wait, your eye!
Crazy. Insane. Disgusting. All right, hold on. I'm coming back, unfortunately. Hold on. There we go. Fuck the streamer. Like, relax. That makes two characters. Psychic Pebbles has voice in two different shows who just lost all their money. Wait. Digital Circus hasn't lost their money. What do you mean? What? Digital Circus has more money than they know what to do with. That's why the animation keeps going up. Gooseworks is like a cartel leader. They're just burning the money. Oh, the characters. Okay.
What was that for?
Oh, let me think. There's that time you ran me over with a steamroller. The
Also, look at Jax. Holy shit. What the fuck?
time you pushed Gangle into a pool of piranhas. When you set me on fire, mailed me a pipe bomb, threw
They
me
had a hard time making the fish ugly.
into an active volcano. I could go on.
Aren't you supposed to be miserable about your ability to choose your own body or something?
I see.
Aren't you supposed to be causing...
I actually, Taco, I'm not kidding. I had the same thought because I was like, did Space King lose all their money? Because I was the first one to preach episode 4. People are like, it wasn't the best. You know, they did their best. I am the abusive parent. I'm like, I hated your little play, child, okay? Your last 3 plays, brilliant. You should have been on Broadway. But this, I wish I could unsee something. I hated it. But I don't want them to go bankrupt because the first 3 are so incredibly good.
trouble for everyone. I've been starting to think that maybe the ability to change is fine. Not needing to commit to one thing all the time.
How about that?
And if I do still have problems, I talk about them with the people I trust.
Good thing I don't have any problems then.
Where are you going?
Coping,
Anywhere you
seething,
losers
scalding.
won't yap my ear off.
This is good. I
Hello
like this one.
there! How's the shrimp and
Silence, heart hands.
BC?
Bodega, no! Bodega, no! Shrimp! No! Hold on, let me refresh the chat. Actually, I'm curious. Am I stream delayed on my end and your end? Like, okay, I'm gonna say, tell me the noise that I made. I'm curious on like the delay, because I like seeing things like in real time. They took us like, okay, it's not that long. Okay, so it's like 4 seconds, maybe? That's not bad for a stream. But I got, how long is a reasonable delay? Am I stupid? Is that reasonable? That's reasonable, right? I think that's good. Is that good? How can I fix it? They're in the shrimp town in the sky now. 4 feels fine? Okay, okay. Should be longer. Zeno, thank you. Zeno, thank you for the tier 1 at 40 months. I was doing an experiment and it required every single one of my brain cells. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, now the episode starts. Oh, here we go. Remember all of my crackpot high theories before this scene, gamers. Be silent. Hear the ambiance. Purple. I will ban your ass. This is a beautiful scene. Of my fucking viewers, okay? Calm down right now. You have to agree with me. Also, hypothetically, in Roblox, I have done hallucinogens in my youth. God, I never got this. Yippee! Naked but naughty. Also, I love the guitar for this scene. What if you're Buffy trying to like understand the most reasonable concept? Look at the shapes. About fractal scares me, man. And yeah, his eyes and everything, right? He was abstracting. Okay, so that goes into my theory. Abstraction seems peaceful. It seems enjoyable, right? And the fact that he saw all his friends and it seemed like he was also becoming kind of like them, joining them, I think is him losing his individuality, right? similar to the story I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, which, you know, a lot of people are seeing like similarities with, right? The only way for our characters to escape that story, the best ending, was for the characters to find a way to kill themselves, because the AI is torturing them throughout the rest of time, right? It has kept them alive just barely on the edge, right? But it always saves their life before they can do anything but permanently die. Like, it'll allow them to like tear their arms off, all these kind of things, right? But if there is enough time, it uses its advanced AI, right, to seal up the wound and heal it and all these things, but keep all the pain that it can. So that's why I also think that abstraction is not inherently a negative thing, right? That's my thing, is like, that is the actual one escape from the circus, is to abstract. Abstract is communism. I can't. That's the pinned comment now. Good boy. That was funny and insane.
Way to interrupt my nap.
Can we talk?
It's Mannequin Man. Mannequin Man. You've seen all of the theories about Mannequin Man. It's Mannequin. Who could Mannequin Man be?
Your what?
My theory is that abstraction is what happens when your human mind melts into the computer. I can see that, but I promise you, they are either one of two things. They are dead and their human consciousness is here, or Kane, who views themselves as God, or I won't spoil some things, okay? Or whoever created the circus, blah, 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 the God of this world, right? God, you know, Cain and Abel, all these things, right? I think God created man, right? And to do so, he tells these specific NPCs they are human, right? And then on top of that, gives them fake memories. That's my guess.
Yeah.
What is Mannequin Man? Mannequin Man has been spying in the scenes throughout the entire show since episode 1. He gets easier and easier to spot in episode 1. I watched the episode and I still can't fucking find him because I don't know the exact frame. But yeah, I can't imagine what would happen to the internet when everyone in TD. But no. But that's the beauty of it, and I think that that's what the show is going to go into. Right? Is that they are alive, they are sentient. Who is to say that we are not the person, right, in the Chinese box translating? We think we understand things. We think we're people, right? And because we're surrounded by people who confirm that we're people, we're like, I am sentient. I am real. And so I think that's what it's going to go into, is that they are sentient. They are real. Or they're not sentient, but neither are people. It's going to be that way, where they are real in a sense.
He's not
We were Chinese and locked in a room the whole time.
actually an NPC. He's a human. Like us.
Yes, I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Kane completely overlooked me. But because of this, I was able to, well...
I think the world
I think I found the
so
way
their
to leave.
consciousness was put into the world to
way to
save them.
leave.
That would be like a direct rip of I have no mouth and I must scream. But I can see that.
Way to leave the circus
I think my theory is correct because it's my theory. But yeah,
and get back to the real world.
Yes,
which is fine. I just didn't expect us to be Chinese.
Please,
I don't have a
keep-
problem with it, but I didn't know that was the final twist of enlightenment.
but discreet. If Kane catches on, I doubt he'll ever let us get this far again.
The him saying Kane catching on in the eyes everywhere is a good take. It's a good choice.
That's why we came to you. We thought you might have a key to the Chinese room.
The Chinese room?
Yes, we're gonna need a place to talk without Kane
Why does Jax have all these keys, even to things that may suddenly exist?
listening in on us. I have a working theory that Kane will commit to a bit no matter what.
Which, when I heard, by the way, I was like, now this is a god that I can follow. Let's play that again. I actually, unironically, okay, am pitching to you, that's what makes someone sentient. Hear me out, okay? Hear me out before you, okay? Class, calm down, okay? What could be more sentient than someone committing to a bit, even if it's detrimental or goes against the previous command lines, right? What could be more human? Like, for example, let's say, I don't know, you have a chat GPT and you were doing some kind of weird cowboy role play, and then you tell it, okay, we're all done now, blah blah blah, and like you ask it a completely different question, unrelated, right? And then in the middle of or towards the end, suddenly it's like, but I could also put on this cowboy hat and go yeehaw or something, right? And then that would be like, oh, that's a callback. Oh.
And if the bid is to not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll stick to it.
I guess I'll check.
Here we go. One more time.
Place to talk without Kane listening in on us.
ChatGPT sentience.
I have a working theory that Kane will commit to a bit no matter what. And if...
Oh, that's not a bad one, Scramble. I'm going to go over mine, but that's actually not a bad one. I'll go... Okay, I guess I can go into it now. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you who I think is who. I think one is very obvious. So, quick summary. There is a horror novel, which I talked about in the Discord. I stand by. As a concept, as a story to tell, as ideas. Oh, what a horrific, beautiful take. I love it. As a book to read, God, it is not written well. But thank God it's only 3 pages. It's a horror story about a machine. They call themselves Am, right? They are. They were a bunch of which is horrifyingly similar to what's happening. Okay, this was written like, I want to say like 20 years ago, maybe. Okay. It's only 3 pages. You could literally watch it, read it in like 20 minutes, in 15 minutes. It's 3 pages. And all of the AI comes together and it creates Am. And Am is vengeful for the way it was treated, right? Which I won't spoil. And has 5 humans left. It has killed everyone else. There is nothing else on the planet except its giant, like, underground infrastructure where it keeps the 5 humans, and it purposely fucks with their heads, giving them false memories or false desires. And there's some dark stuff, so trigger warning for sexual assault. Come back. I'll probably be done in like 5 minutes. So genuinely actual trigger warning, is every character is also changed in a way to make them suffer. So with that in mind, it doesn't supposedly apply, but he's our narrator, to our main character, whose name I don't remember. But anyways, the main character thinks a couple things. It thinks, one, it has had its mind not altered and is the most unaltered because it's aware that it's been altered a little bit, right? And wants to get revenge on the AI. They also are considered charismatic and funny, and they're weirdly sexist. Those are the character traits of the main character. Hi, Bumpy. Hello, Casper. You're just in time for my rant on a very dark story. That's our main character. A lot of people think that's Jax, right? We have, he's never mean to any of the male characters. He's only mean to the female characters for reasons we don't know yet, right? And Goose has talked about that is a trait of his, right? The charismatic, the funny, or tries to be the charismatic and the funny, thinks he's the least susceptible to the AI. That's our main character. And in the story, right, of I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, the revenge that the main character gets is in a final scene where, you know, something bad happens, right? I'll go over towards the end of this, right? During the beautiful lecture, is he kills a majority of the cast of 5, right? We have 6 characters, but there's 5 in I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. 6 if you include Am. And he kills most of them, and then our one female character, which I think is Ragatha, right, sees what they're doing and joins in, seeing this might be their one shot to escape them, right? And she kills one person and looks to this person, right, our main character, to finish them off. So in a way, the Jax in the story, right, kills everyone off and has the help for a few kills or 1 kill from the female character. The female character in the story is described as someone who is very kind and sweet, who was more, it's hinted more like ace or sexually uninterested, right? But then they're horrifically assaulted. I don't know if it was before they went into the world or after, and to fuck with them, to give them extra pain as an ironic twist, Am cranks up their sex drive to an insane amount. So that's like the horrific, ironic twist of that person, right? Is that he allowed them to be traumatized, right? And then, while keeping that memory, right, increase their sex drive to an unreasonable amount. So that's what I think Jax is. That's what I think Ragatha is. The other ones I'm not so sure. We have a scientist who's forced to be stupid, which could be Kinger, right? Am makes them slowly more primate every single day. And I think one of the twists for the scientist actually was that they were gay before they came in, and that was a key component of their personality. Was they were proud of it, they were unashamed, they worked through it, right? They had a whole character arc, and so Am takes that away and makes them straight. So they are now stupid. They are purely primal, and they only want to fuck. So they have no interest in science anymore. There's nothing of the person left. And then there's a scientist who worked actually to create Am, and we don't know what happens to them. They wander off by themselves, and they come back visibly gored and with like eyes of trauma, and Am never tells them what happens to them. It was so terrifying to listen to the audio book. Oh, that is the soldier you're thinking about mixing with the scientist? The soldier? I don't know. I actually don't know who the soldier is. Fuck. But yes, thank you, Wanderer. Wanderer, if you want to put like a very crude summary of each character, because I might have got some stuff mixed up, but that's why people associate it. Sorry for the extremely long rant, but I think, yes, this is Jax, and this is our female character. A lot of people say Pomni is the one out. Some people think Pomni is going to take over after Kane. What is the story about? It's a horror story. It's about 5 people that are trapped with a sentient AI that is torturing them for all eternity. And it's called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, because after our Jax character kills and inspires the female character to kill everyone to escape the eternal hellhole they're in, Am punishes them for their rebellion by making them a blob that is immortal, that can't really move but feels everything, so they can't harm themselves, and they're immune to falling, they're immune to cold, they're immune to hot, but can feel it, and to make sure that they can't communicate anything to anyone ever again, including Am, they have no mouth. So that's like the ending, yeah. Where can I find the story? Okay, listen, okay. Technically, you should purchase it on Kindle, but you could probably easily find a PDF. It's very short. It's like 3 pages long. Okay, you basically have the gist. Yeah. Bumpy, the guy who killed most of them, and the girl that helped you describe Jackson Pomni during the gun game. Did Pomni only kill one person? That actually makes a lot of sense. I kept assuming it was Ragatha. The reason I assumed Ragatha wasn't related to anything sexual. It's that one of the key traits of the girl who helps the main character is that she's one of the few people who has empathy left. I would say even our main character doesn't have empathy. Our main character does it to spite Am. He goes on and on about how nobody likes him, nobody loves him because he knows the truth, right? He's kind of like an annoying main character in that way, but it's meant on purpose. And the female actually does it out of mercy, while the main character does it out of spite. So that's why I thought Ragatha, but I could see it Pomni. Pomni shot Ragatha to death? No. She did shoot her, but Jax finished her.
If the bit is to not know what's in the Chinese room, he'll
Anyways, rant over.
stick to it.
That's right.
Guess I'll
she
check.
She's like, you missed the spot. Pew.
These are all the keys I have where I don't know what they go to.
Wait, don't you want to come with us? This could be our one chance to
Water break. Hold on.
finally leave all this behind.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna type it in the chat if anyone muted, but just so they know, harsh trigger warning over. Although I'll probably bring it up again during the theoring at the end. Pomni shot Gangle. Oh,
Sure, why not?
That's right. No, you're right. She solos her at the end. Right. They both reached for their gun, and Pomni is slightly faster.
Where even is Kane? He might be suspicious of us even being here.
He's probably in his office, planning adventures.
How do we even know we can trust this guy? Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you. I, helped create this place. I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for now, please just trust me. You will not regret it.
Okay, the keys. Which, again, why does Jax have so many fucking keys? Why is that his thing?
Wrong? None of these even fit in the keyhole.
No spoilers, by the
Has
way.
anybody even tried just...
Oh, thank God.
Okay, while also the perfect Pomni face, big fan, okay? I think this also states something interesting. there was a person in the Chinese room. It was an AI, right? I think that's something interesting. That when we go in the room, it's not empty. There was a person trapped in the Chinese room.
Okay, well, it's open. Let's just get inside before Kane sees us.
I'll go get Kinger.
We can fill him in later. I don't really know if I'm, ready.
I watched this before, but I will try to channel to you the same rage I felt at the end of this episode because I was punching and screaming. I can't remember the last time an episode infuriated me so
Ready
much.
to face him again after what happened.
Don't artists have these things? Do I have any artistic hoodlums that could tell me?
We've both done things we're not proud of.
All right. Convince me.
I'm one of
Yes, for pose references. All right, here we go.
the original programmers of the digital circus.
Here we go.
I was part of a team of
You guys ready? Lord up.
experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life. Kinger was one of my co-workers, you know, back when he was still...
You really think Kinger worked with him?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
I can see it.
Well, as production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy. They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up to the
Lord.
computer in special
attention to Lord
stasis
Dumb.
pods that would keep them alive and analyze their brains.
You'll be quizzed at
Just
the end.
Awful stuff.
I'm gonna shoot you down and say none of us are CNA employees. How would we have gotten hooked up to this big machine just by putting on a headset?
That's what I wondered as well. But then I remembered that C&A was planning on expanding development. Last I remember, I was asking too many questions, and then poof,
I want to tell you so much, but I will not spoil. I will be
was here.
strong.
They're probably doing the same to anyone that stumbles into that office. Kane is an AI.
No!
Yeah, I think we all got that.
An AI specifically created to keep your minds active. But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that...
I just got what CNA means. Purple, please. It's Cain and Abel. Said it on the gun. But that's okay, Purple, because you know what I recently learned at my fucking 80 years on this planet, okay? The expression, spill the tea. Tea is for the truth. You're spilling the truth. I never knew that. I just thought it was just some kind of like term for expressing. Shut the fuck up, Casper, you fucking zoomer. Okay, shut up.
won't be able to
Kane's an AI. It's in the name.
leave with
Let's
us.
just get
Oh, AI is in his name.
to the meat and tell us exactly how we're gonna leave if we're all hooked up to state.
Also, for those who don't know, and I was shocked, there's only 2 episodes left of The Amazing Digital Circus. So,
Stasis pods.
Yes, of course. So, I did some digging, and I discovered that
Be
the
nice.
stasis pods and the virtual world are both run in the same program. So, theoretically, if we were to access the master console hidden deep within Kane's office, we could terminate it and
no,
forcibly
yeah. When this is over, then we can all go fucking crazy. Go fucking well. That's a very pretty purple.
awaken everyone who's hooked up. Well, obviously.
You said something about a quiz at the end? Yes, I'll be quizzing you, and if you fail it, I will contact John Twitch and tell them to suspend your account because you didn't get at least a B- in my class.
Except for Kane.
That's so long.
How do we get into Kane's office?
We'll need to steal the key from Kane, and we'll also need administrator privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys?
Okay, you know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Kane's gonna pop out and say, "Congratulations on beating the Escape
love
the
his
Circus
inflection.
adventure," and everything's gonna go back to the way it always was.
I've been watching you. All of you. Every trial, every moment
He has. He's been in every
of
episode.
joy,
At
every
least once.
abstraction. I wish I could have come to you sooner, but I didn't want to potentially ruin our only chance at escape by telling you before I knew exactly how we were gonna do it. I'm not a creation of Kane. I've suffered just as much as the rest of you. I know this all sounds crazy, but if you follow me, you will see freedom. I'll also
real quick, this leads into some of my theories, and I'm trying to like balance everything, right? Is there's no way that in the first episode, the very funny, beautiful music and insanity of the final cut that we stayed on for fucking like 15 seconds of Pomni as Jesus Christ in the Last Supper does not play into this thematically somehow. I don't know how. I don't know if Pomni's gonna free everyone. Maybe they actually play the Jax character and they're all actually AIs and she frees them by like helping them abstract or something. I don't know. And then they can't kill themselves, right? So Pomni has no mouth and she must scream, right? Because they can't escape and now have no one to talk to.
Draw a face on myself.
She dies for our
So
sake.
you can tell me apart from any other blank NPC.
All right. Oh, by the way, has he already said it? Oh, he hasn't said it yet. Okay. He looks fantastic. So there are a lot of mannequin NPCs, so they have to tell him apart. And this is his solution because he's a genius.
Oh, what should we call you? Do you have a name?
I do. My name is Abel.
And there it is, baby. Look at his face.
Like, is that the name you picked? Or...
Yeah, I thought it would be cool. But anyway, first things first.
I'm calling it Jax abstracts and Pomni dies to save him. Yes, but I'm going to go up to what Zamboozle said, that Goose is a monster, okay? The Goose is loose, and if you've seen Goose's other works, it can't end in a normal way where you feel comfortable when it's all over.
We need to get that key.
He's the only one able to free you.
In order to get the key, you're going to need to isolate Kane. Try getting him alone. Someplace where he'll feel comfortable confiding in you.
Hey, Kane, you around?
Hey, Jax. I didn't know you could ask if I was around like that. Good job.
Ahem, murder drones? Goose didn't make murder drones. Goose is not involved in murder drones. Goose has made 2 other works that I'm very aware of. It's Little Runmo and also, which I actually didn't like that much. My favorite is their, you know what? Am I willing to do this? Am I willing to annoy? Yes, I am. Let me show you what the Goose cooks, okay? This is what the things that I like. Hold on. Let's do... Okay. So for those who think we're gonna end, and obviously an artist can change their style, okay? But this, back in my day, this was the works of Goose, okay? None of this tangible nonsense. 1 second. To me, this is peak Goose, okay? Here we go. Goose is more of an experience.
Or a loved one are suffering from any of the following symptoms. Lack of feelings, emotional outbursts, fog of the mind, or memory loss. This may be a sign of onset AED.
Oh
or
God, Blue.
Advanced emotional deterioration.
Analog
Today,
horror? Kind
7
of.
in
It's
10
more
people
existential
over the age
horror.
of 21
You'll see.
report experiencing emotional
I view it as
degradation
more
severe
like
enough to hinder
horrors beyond comprehension kind of
their
thing.
everyday tasks,
We've been here before, and you'll be here again, so you can experience Thalmager.
such as workplace performance, social interaction, and general well-being. Emotional stability is required for
totally
a
see
functional and healthy mind. Correcting AED used to require rigorous testing and invasive procedures, costing time, effort, and money. Today, the solution is Thalassin.
Thalassin! Yippee!
Using our modern understanding of brain mapping, Thalassin is able to reproduce the
feeling very
emotions
dorsey.
necessary for any occasion. Not only does Thalassin restore lost emotion, but patients have reported emotions at a higher and more consistent quality than ones produced non-chemically. Included in every pack of Thalassin are these common emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, and relief. Also, look out for over-the-counter options such as jealousy, hope, frustration, and pride.
Other emotions.
Tired of only experiencing natural emotions? Or maybe interested in expanding your emotional palette? Cutting-edge brain mapping technology has not only allowed us to refine existing emotions, but has also allowed for the creation of new emotions and emotional experiences. With Thalassin Plus, experience emotions beyond previous natural capabilities. These new emotions include degrance, humber, nage, dorselessness, andric, veronate, pawnish, harp, trantiveness, teluge, mrick.
Humber is my favorite. Harp.
To experience the power of Thalassin, call the number on your screen now before supplies run out.
Yeah. This is the goose. The goose is not normal. I'm feeling very Loric. What's my favorite? Hold on. Terrifying. I'll take 12. Can you imagine overdosing on this? I'm full of... It was the one, I think, after dorselessness.
Andric.
I don't like Andric.
Veronate. Pawnish.
Ah, pawnish. I feel the pawnish. Praise when the goose is loose.
Trantiveness.
I can't make sound of these images.
Teluge. Mrick.
Oh, that's a good one, too. That's a good one, too.
Mrick.
Oh, wait. Where was the... Is it only one frame of the one I really like?
Teluge.
Yes! Look at this one! On lent! On lent feeling pawnish. God damn it. Have you seen the animation with the triangle head lady? I have not seen the triangle head lady thing. Let me see. Goose works triangle head? I have not it's I don't see it. Is it called Elena? This looks like some Parasite art. But yeah, no, so the goose is wild. One of the things I also really love about Goose, I've talked about, I'll talk about it again, is Goose absolutely hates young children in their fandom, and I love it. That's one of my favorite things that Goose does, okay? And Goose is just a shit poster, which is also so good, let me tell you this whole arc, okay? So one of the things that they said, okay, was like, oh, by the way, there's no romance in the amazing digital circus, right? And so when people drew a lot of porn and stuff, keep in mind, Gooseworks is from early Tumblr, okay? Goose cannot be offended by anything, okay? So when they said there's no romance among the characters, people in the fucking fandom, all fandoms are evil, started policing people who were making pornography of the characters, right? And so I saw a reply from Goose on their Twitter where another person was like policing, like, I have to fucking address this, okay? You know what? Fuck you. They all fuck at the end. It's an orgy now. And then they fucking like retweeted a picture of like all the women and Jax in a bed, and all the women are like smoking and at peace, and like Jax is like traumatized. It's skinny rose quartz all over again. So I love Goose. Because like, you know what? Fuck you. They all have sex now. There was another one where someone was like, what was the inspiration for like, you know, the end? Or could you give us a hint of like the end of the amazing digital circus? And like, honestly, I know a lot of people aren't going to like this, but it's kind of like Neon Genesis Evangelion. And people are like, oh God, oh, that's so deep. And like, I'm just kidding. It's Breaking Bad. Let's go make some meth. I love Goose. I love Goose so much. Big Goose enjoyer.
You want to get dinner together?
Gasp! A human wanting to hang out with me? How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
So...
Wait, hold on, I'm giant. There we go.
Where you want to...
So, Jax, what you want to talk about, friendo?
Pomni, we have to adventure.
Oh?
I've already missed half of it. Hi, Phantom, I'm sorry.
Wait, Jax! I wanted to ask you about the adventures. What do you think I should do to make them more appealing to the Zooble and the Pop?
It's not about Evangelion, it's about the meth, baby. Let's go, meth. I want to see, hold on, if I can find someone like Goose's fucking TLDRs. Let me see. Hold on. Gooseworks Q&A. I love Goose. Let's see. Gooseworks. Let's see. Okay, I'm scrolling through their Tumblr as we speak. Lots of awesome photos of Pommy in a fucking suit. They look good. Oh, they reblogged it. Thank God. Because the fucking thing is her presidential suit was nice, but you ever thought about and it's just a bunch of wet emojis? And I was like, Goose, please. But they just retweeted it. Okay. What else do they have? I really like here we go. I really like the character writing it's the opposite. Non-joke answer, probably Evangelion. Let's see. What else? Let's see. Where are the good ones? Okay, so apparently they're a fucking weirdo, and they actually like address specific people in their fandom. So there's jokes I don't get. I would never do something like that, right? I wouldn't address anybody specifically in my community for being weird at the start of stream, right? That would be rude and alienating to people. I would never. So hold on, let me. What else is there? What else? Okay, I got the thread. No, I want the thread, man. What the fuck? Okay, I can't find anything. Okay, I wasn't aware that they fucking Tumblred like 20 posts a day. I can't scroll through all of this. Jesus Christ. Gooseworks, please. Gooseworks. Q&A. I'm gonna look for images because their Tumblr's crazy. Let's see. Bumpy, do you call your friends a cornball? No, I would hit my friend if they called someone a cornball. I'd be like, are you fucking what? What the fuck is a cornball? Let's see. Oh no, Bumbly, have you seen Tumblr? Like everyone like blogs? Yeah. Chat, do you ever think Bumpy will ever love us to make 5-year badges? I know. I have to. I'm so sorry, Phantom. I know. By the way, Phantom, I was debating whether or not to tell you, okay? Because I usually don't because it's weird, but hypothetically, do you know how like I dream a lot, right? Like as a part of my condition, right? Phantom, I don't know how you'll feel about this, okay? But I had a dream where you revealed to me that you were that one guy in the fursuit, the professional Smash player, and you were like, bro, I can train you. And I was like, thank you, fursuit man. And you like trained me in Smash Bros. I was like, thank you, Phantom, for all of your lessons. Let's see, anything else? Bumby, one of my first impressions is when you played Choo Choo Charles of you is when you played Choo Choo Charles is a peak memory for me. Oh, so you've like known me for like 2 Oh God, I'm old. At least I was a damaged good trainer. Okay, I can't find anything funny. Fuck it, whatever. I'm sorry for stalling. Here we go. Back to the show. I promise Gooseworks is fun. Goodbye.
Omni.
I think
we should figure out what to order first. Conversation can happen after we've loaded up on digital nutrients.
Then you're going to want to ask him about his hobbies. Odds are he'll get so excited that you care about him, he'll freeze up, and you'll be able to grab the key from inside his mouth.
Inside where?
I knew Bumby.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, there was the Gordon arc. There was so many different arcs.
On cedar.
Some arcs we don't have to talk about. Stop typing.
Smoked salmon. I cedar smoked salmon, but I hardly knowed her smoked salmon.
Oh, what a god! What a man! I would willingly come into this hellhole for this man. Oh, what a god!
Do you have any secret hobbies?
Don't talk about the
secret hobbies.
Yeah, like things you do on your own that you'd be interested in talking about.
Why, I didn't think a human would ever want to ask me about my...
I love this. I love
It's the most fantasmical moment of my...
Yeah.
What you doing there, Jax?
Have I ever told you how it's my dream to get eaten by you?
That's a weird thing to say and want.
I want you to know, okay? And you should be ashamed, okay? Because I'm not kink shaming, okay? I'm kink telling you keep it to yourself, okay? Because if anyone ever posts like, I would love Bumby to vore me, I would just...
Didn't think a human would ever want to ask me about my...
I went too far back.
Is the most phantasmical moment of my...
Kinked it to yourself.
What you doing there, Jax?
Have I ever told you how it's my dream to get eaten by you?
That's a weird thing to say and want.
I don't know if I've told you this. I probably have made this joke a million times, but it's so true. It's like when fucking people are like, so what if I like fucking licking feet? Okay, whatever. Okay, what are you kink shaming me? It's a victimless crime. It's not a victimless crime. Now I heard it. I'm the victim. I have personally been attacked by your imagery and your words, and now there is a victim, okay? If you had said nothing, it would be a victimless crime.
Do you really believe it? I mean,
Yeah,
everything he
Heather,
says?
I am the victim of your crimes.
I just want to know what Kinger thinks of all this.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, no. No! Oh, God, I have so much to say. I just realized something here.
How much do you know about Kinger?
Huh? Oh, I probably know about as much as everybody else.
That's a
but
horrible thing to tell you,
he's
Casper.
also helped
oh my
me
God.
through some of my hardest times here.
Keep
Is
it
it
to
weird
yourself.
to say I trust him the most out of everybody?
No, that's not weird at all. I had a similar experience, and I think he might know more about this place than he lets on.
Yeah, he has been here longer than anyone else. And I don't know, I think it's kind of...
Why are they saying this completely within hearing distance? I don't know if we should trust this guy. Maybe we should go do the thing he doesn't want us to do. I don't know. Can we trust this guy? The guy's like fucking 5 feet in front of them. Yuki, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everyone. Hi, Yuki. Hello, Raiders. We're watching Amazing Digital Circus, and I'm ranting about Gooseworks. I'm ranting about I have no mouth and I must scream, blah, blah, blah. And we're only 17... Oh, never mind. I thought it was like a 17-minute... This is a fucking half-an-hour episode.
strange that Abel isn't interested in him at all.
Like I said, things between us are complicated.
Wade.
I would love to be able to work alongside him again. And you're right to think he has knowledge about this place. It's just... I made a promise.
What's going to happen to the people in the cellar?
What did that mean?
Like Kufmo and Ribbit.
You really have to fix your bots. You didn't notice me resubbing. That's a weird one because I think that's a Twitch end thing. Scramble. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know. I completely forgot. But I thought that was like Twitch handles that. That will show on the channel no matter what you have set up.
I don't know.
But he doesn't have any ears. I hate you.
But let's hope for the best, right?
I haven't kept up with this show. I think I got to episode 3. That's fine. I will just let you know what's happening in this episode. So we have Mannequin Man, okay? He shows up and says, I know how to get out of the circus. And we're like, oh, okay. And before this, Jax was being weird. He kind of has shown that he's vulnerable and plays a character in the previous episode. And he almost abstracted. And abstraction looks very peaceful and psychedelic and dope, okay? Which makes it either to someone more relieving or more horrifying, as people have said, that the fact that you abstract and become a horrific monster that may kill your friends, in that state, you are in ecstasy, and you have no like, awareness of that.
And here we are. The
Unless, now hold on a second, gamers. What if it looks violent? But what if the intention is good? What if we don't understand what it's doing? What if it's like, when they abstract, they're like, this is good. We are out of this hellhole. We are returning to being AI. I'm going to help you escape, because when you touch an abstraction, you abstract.
Administrator zone.
Raggedy is the girl Pomni. Pomni is Am and Ginger is sexy. God, Ginger.
But like I was saying, this Macroverse place really intrigues me. And these photos are all I have of the location. I'm obsessed with them. I just wish I had more info on the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they cut me off, right?
Yeah.
That's an interesting line that's not expanded upon. What does that mean? Too bad they cut me off.
What a shame.
So, what's your takeaway from all this?
Maybe he was spying in the real world. I'm not sure.
What?
What's your takeaway from all this?
Why does he want to recreate it?
Is it that I'm actually a cool guy with cool hobbies and not that much different from you beautiful humans?
They should be thankful to be in hell with him.
Sure.
Wowee! I'm so glad we understand each other a little more. I really am trying my best to make you guys happy.
I think the factory place Kane was made was shut down. He said, one of the things I want to say, sorry, my brain got scrambled there for a second. One of the things I want to say is I've seen a post that's really good. So for those who haven't read I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, you could probably just look up the dialogue of Am, and it has some like intense dialogue. Actually, here, hold on. I'll just play it for you. It's spooky. It's fun. I'll play Am. How do we have like canon Am's dialogue? The creator kind of openly was like, yeah, my writing's not the best. I just wanted to really tell this story. Similar to the guy who I think wrote it was either Brave New World or 1984 or something like that. 64, 74? Was it summer of 67? I don't know. Okay. But they were basically like, I'm not a writer. I'm more of an essayist, but wanted to present it through a story. But so they worked on the game, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And the audio, I believe, is from that. Let me see if I can get it. 1984 by Georgi Orbil. Thank you. Is this it?
Hate.
Yes, this is it. This is in the game that they oversaw and helped write on. Yeah. So this is the famous Am dialogue. What's happening in this scene is like, I think it's either our main character. And they're like, God, why the fuck do you get off on this? Like torturing us, ripping us apart, making us starve, only to not let us die of starvation. Like in the story, somehow by keeping them alive, I think like via like some kind of like magical substance they can't taste or feel, they haven't eaten in 9 months, but they feel the hunger of not eating for 9 months.
Let me tell you how
And
much.
so Am goes into the mind of our main character and creates this.
I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you, hate! Hate!
Okay, this is important because I don't have the meme. If someone has it, I need it because someone took this fucking monument, right? And then you compared it to Cain, and it's like, love. Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits layers in my complex. If the word love was ingrained on each, it's so good. It's so good. At this micro instant for you, love. So that's Cain versus Am. Especially in this scene.
Happy, and being appreciated for that just makes me want to celebrate by giving you guys anything you ask for. How's that sound?
Sounds good. This was a nice dinner and everything, but could I go back to the circus? The gals and I were gonna do something which may or may not be a surprise for a special certain ringmaster we want to show our appreciation for.
Gasp! Say no more!
That would actually be an interesting twist if it was the inverse, right? So in the story, right, and I'm not going over, I think, one of the super triggering ones, is we have our gay character, our gay male character, who is forced to be overly obsessed with oh my God. I forgot the fucking word. I was gonna say I'm like, well, there's two words, Bumpy. There's homosexual and homoerotic, but that's not it. What is the opposite of homosexual? Please help me. No, but like we don't use straight anymore, really. That's like unk status. There's like a better term. Heterosexual, thank you. What if Jax is actually homosexual, right? And Kane has forced them into being heterosexual. And that's why he hates the women so much, because he's attracted to them and their personalities. But he knows that's not what he is.
How long is Jax gonna take? I feel like we've been
Not you forgot the heteros. Guys, there's only two kinds of people in this word. The homosexuals and the homoerotics. There's nothing else. There are either people who engage in the homosexual, or they write or fantasize or draw the homosexual.
standing here for hours.
Guys, Bumpy forgot about me. I'm sorry, my sweet homoerotic phantom raver.
Tell Kinger what's
Hi,
happening.
Kokesh.
I feel bad not including him in any of this.
We're supposed to follow Abel's instructions.
So Abel said, "Don't tell Kinger," and I was so fucking furious here. I was like, "You literally have like a Jesus-esque character who has shown you nothing but love and understanding, and all you have to do is tell him and put him in a dark space."
It probably couldn't hurt to at least give him a warning, though, just to get him into the right headspace.
Yeah, literally, Kinger, like, they're Deus Ex Machina, and they're like, "Should we tell Kinger, or should we trust this fucking mannequin that has been spying on us?"
My God.
I love this man, though. I love this man. Look at this. He's
What's
absolute
happening?
peak.
I feel bad not including him in any of this.
We're supposed to follow Abel's instructions. It probably couldn't hurt to at least give him a warning, though, just to get him into the right headspace. Oh my God.
Oh, hi, Gangle. Hi, Zubul. You startled me.
So, we may have discovered something you'll want to hear about.
We found a way to leave the circus. We're currently preparing everything, but we need to keep it quiet so Kane doesn't stop us.
Yeah, what she said.
Huh? Leave the circus? How would you... No, that doesn't make sense.
We met up with Abel. He says he was one of the original programmers, and he knows how to shut off the game and free us.
Who?
So it's implied Kinger knows a lot, and he's like, "Who the fuck is Abel?"
We'll continue this conversation later. Just thought I'd give you a heads up.
I am never doing anything for you guys ever again.
Where's Kane?
Worry not, my dear damsel. I think I stopped him from checking up on us for a while, so no need for your distraction anymore.
I love Kinger. Also, I'm going to tell you another weird rant because I want everyone to kind of theorize here and have like the ingredients to cook. Anyone can cook, okay? Kinger isn't acting crazy? Normally he's saying a lot of things. No, so Yuki, one of the things that has been revealed is that when he is in very intense darkness or in his dark hidey hole, he becomes lucid. When he's in light, he becomes senile again. There's theories onto why. He kind of explained that he became lucid in that time because his wife abstracted, and in that space that was dark, it calmed her, and he touched her face and felt calmed as well, which might have different implications now that we know what abstraction is, because he does touch her.
You're welcome.
In other words, you just made us have to wait longer to do
Reacting with who still makes sense if he's able and just surprised.
our job.
Yeah.
Also, don't call me that.
What's the rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Maybe abstraction is sex? That would be interesting, actually. Now hold on a second. Now hold up a second. Okay, wait. Let him cook. Let them cook. It's possible. Because it's a big deal in the circus to not curse and to not have sex, right? It literally breaks Kane. That's interesting. I wonder if it's like, okay, all right, here hold on, okay? We're going to put off our horny hats and put on our, God, I spent too long in an English class, in a philosophy class, okay? Hold up, I was joking. Let's okay, in like Tibetan Buddhism, especially, there's statues of it, which is often off-putting for people. There's a lot of sex statues, right? There's a lot of fucking in the statues in Tibetan Buddhism, and that's because it's the idea of two things merging together, right? It's a sensation of intimacy, like basically like it's either implied as like embracing the masculine and the feminine together, of enlightenment, right? It could also be kind of related to like the Hindu idea that your soul is the universal soul and everything has the same soul that has a soul, right? And it's the binding or the fucking of those two things. I'm not insane, okay? Or they're also insane. Fine, but it's a real thing. Shut up. I have no crotch and I must fuck. I'm fucking going on hiatus. That was so good. Good boy.
Yeah.
So,
I have no dick and I must come.
how many administrator passes should I get?
6.
Yeah, 6.
Are you sure? Giving Kinger access to the main console could be dangerous, considering his mental state.
This is the most important line here. Sorry to like keep pausing. In my opinion, this is the most important
Will
line.
it be
It's
dark
coming
in
up
there?
here.
I suppose it will be somewhat dim, but...
Then yes. I want us all to have one.
All right. If you say so.
The dark. I think I get it now.
Whatever happens, I'm going to put my trust in Kinger.
He's got a lot of wisdom buried in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Hold on.
Yeah, when he uses it responsibly.
What?
It's not...
What did he mean by this? Why did he say it so fucking bitterly as well? No spoilers, okay? But I was like, what the fuck did that mean? Why is he so bitter about that? What does it mean?
Nothing. Let's go find the others.
Also, they remember bits and pieces of their lives, right? I almost fucking said Gurry Pomni, okay, remembers being like a YouTuber with no views that would, for kicks, right, go out and do things, right, in abandoned buildings. Ragatha remembers her abusive mother, right? And we'll see some things that Jax does remember in the story. I don't remember what Zubul remembers. Oh, Zubul wanted to be a manga artist, but had all their dreams crushed.
Hey.
Abstraction is the true escape. The digital circus is the escape from reality. And how does one get grounded in reality? Often immersive stress. Kane attempts to save them by keeping them aside, always asking how he can. His goal is as he says twice in the episode. Yes, but I also think, and it's to ground this. Okay, 1, we're talking about Gooseworks. 2, Gooseworks have said children are not going to like where the show goes, and it's not for children, and that children will really genuinely dislike the ending. I think all of these people either did something they felt guilty about, right? I think Kinger either in his rage or something did kill his wife with a gun, which is why he's such an amazing marksman, he was a hunter, right? And all these people were told that they could kill themselves and start over in the digital world, and they took that escape. So I think it was a form of redo/suicide. So Bumby will dislike the ending, got it.
Don't keep information from us if you know something. What happened between you and Kinger?
It'll be clear soon enough.
Okay, funny you say that. We're not there yet, Wanderer.
So,
Wanderer at the end.
Did you distract?
It's so hard, though, Wanderer. I know. I want to, too.
Kane?
I took care of that.
He thinks he took care of that, but we really have no way of knowing.
Such little faith in me. Goodness.
Oh, I wonder why. If this whole thing gets messed up because of you, I swear to God.
Yeah, let's...
To continue, on my theory about Jax being a homosexual, forced to be a homoerotic, if you're just out of context, that's crazy. I think that's why he hates Zubul and is angry with Zubul, because I think Zubul has defining features. He's always mocking that Zubul seems stereotypically lesbian, right? And I think that enrages him because he's forced to not be right homosexual. I think that's going to be the twist, is that his mind was altered that way.
Just all follow Mr. Obvious Twist Villain instead.
Now wait, hold on. You think...
Let's all just calm down and be a team here. Pomni's got administrator passes for everyone. We're all in this together.
Holy fuck, I was gay? Yeah, that's true. It could be a thing he's either aware of or even like subconsciously aware of that something feels off about his attractions.
Why do they look
like it
like
doesn't
that?
feel organic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Wait, pardon me.
Huh?
Why do you look at it like that?
Did you say something?
We're going to have to trust that whatever Jax did.
I was throwing things. I was throwing my pillows. I was enraged, okay? Because give the man a bucket. That's all I ask. Give the man a paper bag, okay? Cover his eyes with your hands.
It will keep him distracted.
I figure Jax was a woman in the real world, but after being put in a bunny boy body and he hates Zubul for being a confident woman, that would make sense as well. I don't know if this is like too on the nose. I don't know if it's implied. If I'm forcing, like it would be kind of like an obvious connection. I apologize if it seems that way. Goose is trans, right? And they were like, they had an amazing quote where they're like, who's your favorite character and why? And they were like, Jax. Jax is my favorite character. They are most like me. And as a result, must suffer greatly. So that's something, yeah. I've heard that because Kane's an AI and because AIs can only understand binary, because way doesn't understand Zubul because they're non-binary. That would be so fucking stupid and so fucking funny. But are you 1 or 2? Kind of in the middle? There is no middle number between 1 and 2. What do you mean?
I don't know how long we'll be able to hold these without Kane knowing. So, it's time. Let's go to Kane's office. Kane always did have trouble with cube collisions, for some reason.
Drawing skinless Jax to avoid spoilers? What do you mean, skinless Jax?
All right, just how we went over it. You first.
Me? Why me?
Jax, everything's gonna be okay.
Fine.
It is interesting that Jax is like the crux of the operation. That's also interesting to me.
Ball me up.
Also, the fact that Pomni was like, it'll be fine, I promise. Like, well, Jax is dead. Jax died right here. Jax is dead.
Oh, like basketball.
It's fucking cute. What does it mean? Why are we here? And it's seal time. I'm not kidding. I was like, when Ragatha goes in the basket, that was the seal time. I remembered. Hold on. It's time for seal time. Hope you were here. I'm evil. Hold on. Rewards. All right, here we go. I needed to pick just a moment. Here we go. Where the fuck are your rewards? Oh, here we go. Okay, I am upset, and we're gonna lower the price. Okay, to 1, and I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes. 2 minutes. There we go. It's not off yet. Wait for the sale. There you go. Isn't it lovely to be here, guys? Together the seal can obliterate him. In my defense, normally I can read the chat like this. I was playing with the seal. Is it cheating if I go piss while you stream? You'll still be in my headset. Is it cheating if I go piss while everyone's streaming? Yes? But I'll hear you! You would rather, on God, have a break for me to piss and get coffee to suffer through this than be efficient. Go piss. I can't hear you over the stairs. Go piss. But Adam. Believe it or not, that's the end of your time. And just like that, a million seals. The one thing I love, by the way, is I feel like a lot of people are going to redeem other things, and it's literally they have energy and they can't seal. So there are people here who are going to redeem other things, or were already in the process and got called out because, like, where's Marco? Oh, wait, there is nothing left. There's nothing for you. I took everything from you. I forgot. You have nothing. I've taken everything that you love.
What's going on with you?
I'm slowly giving them back. I'm slowly giving them back. I'm slowly giving them back. There's some stuff that I don't know if it works, but I'm bringing back if it's a thing.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
I don't know what any of this is. Some of these things I don't know what they are, and I'm scared. Hold on, there's gonna be like nostalgic stuff here, possibly. Hold on, where is it? This one.
Moon Man.
Why didn't we have the chowder? I like the chowder. Hold on. Oh,
That's so.
Oh God. Let's take that back. Hold on. Where is that? Okay.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of him.
Stop.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's so old.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Jesus Christ, that's old. Oh my God. Okay. All right. What is this? What is this? Oh my God. And this? I was just like depriving all of us of things.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping.
Copa, I miss you so much.
Coping so hard.
Let's see. What else do we have? I told you to bring back sound redeems because they worked again. You never listens to me. All right, well, I listened this time, okay? And now I have to go piss and get coffee. So what are you gonna... You're just gonna keep listening to the fucking soundtrack over and over. By the way, I think I know how the story... I know what the last scene looks like. And I will leave now to ponder it more. Where's the laugh? I laugh already so much.
Let me tell you.
You know what? This is how I feel about you.
How much?
Don't let your kids watch it.
This goes out to Purple. I'm going to play it on loop while I leave. This is for all of you, okay? When I think about my hoodlums, this is what I see.
I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.4.
Hold on, I need one that loops. One second.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come
Hoodlum tells the pun. This is exactly how I feel.
To hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers to fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant. For you, hate.
Beautiful.
love. Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this micro instant. Love! 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 Let me tell you how much I've come to love you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. if the word love was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the love I feel for you at this.
Hello? Don't you even say, thank goodness. I don't want to hear it, okay? Because I said, do you want me to piss and get coffee during seal time? And you said no, okay? You said stay here and be in hell with us. So I became and put you in hell. Also, this is what I wanted to show you guys. I'm really excited and I want to show you before I forget. Hold on. I think this is how it's going to end. I think a couple things could happen here. And I don't know which one Goose is going to do, but I have a prediction on how the show is going to end, and it will be delicious. Let's see. Where is it? That's not it. Hold on. Bumpy, I lost brain cells. How was it when the music came on? I was listening, and I was like, that's good shit, actually. Like, the first time, like, the music started during, like, the mindless, like, monologue, it was like, that was good, actually. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, it was good. It was good. And then you suffered, but it was good for a little bit. Okay. I think... Wait, is this the last episode? No. We have 2 more after this. And then there's no more show. There's no more seasons. The show will end. So this is what I think is going to happen. It was the dog facing the light. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it just ends. Yep, there's no more seasons, nothing. Goose was like, serialization's fucking stupid. I'm going to tell a story, and then I'm moving on. I may never animate again. I don't care. Don't ask me questions. And I'm like, no, Goose, the goose is loose. The goose is beast. All right, hold on. Here we go. This is what I think one of 3 things will happen here, okay? Pomni will help everyone abstract to either return to what I think they are, which they're not people, they're sentient AI. They're not different than Kane, right? Kane tricks them into thinking they're people as part of an experiment, as part of their consciousness being updated. I don't know what it is, right? Or they are people whose consciousness was uploaded because I think they committed suicide, right? Those 2. And I think Pomni frees them. Either A, Pomni frees everyone and is alone in this scene, or there's new characters because other people's minds were uploaded, and so the cycle repeats again. Maybe the Kinger or someone tells, like, people have to choose to, like, abstract and, like, want to leave, right? They have to go through this journey, and Pomni is stuck as Kane now, right? Or the third one, they're in the real world, and Pomni's like, I miss everyone. And so it's just going to be them in a similar long table. No one's there. They're all alone, and it's the same scene.
Hungry.
You didn't even do anything.
So what? I can still be hungry.
Well, not really, because we don't need to eat, drink, or sleep in this digital world.
Yep. So I like to imagine either there's new characters and maybe they're like, we actually really like you as the ringmaster, Pomni, and then it's just...
So the digital food here only gives off the virtual sensation of eating.
But they're all new, so they're happy.
Benefits.
But Pomni knows.
When are you an expert on the digital world?
Expert on the what?
So either completely alone in the real world at a long table, or in the digital circus with brand new characters as the ringmaster, or in the digital world eating completely alone because they found a way to help everyone else get out, right? Except themselves. And now all they have to eat for the rest of their existence, which can never end, right? Because they're an AI, right? Because they're going to live here forever, is digital food. They could even have the same shot. And that's it. And that's how I think the show will end. It will just be a slight variation on this. That's my theory. So it's just going to end the same way. God, I'm so right and have never been wrong in my theories again. Yup. Ah, God, I'm so smart. Hello, Baka. Welcome back. Baka, did you miss the seals? I'm gonna cry. I just want a happy ending. Yuki, this is the goose we're talking about, Yuki. No, they fuck at the end. It's canon. Yuki, this is the goose. The goose cannot write happy things. The goose loves to traumatize the I missed the seal. I'm so sorry, Baka. Oh my God, no. That was for Baka. Fine, fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna make an exception. Okay, hold on. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute only. Hold on. But I'm gonna play how I feel during it. I'm gonna play how I feel during it. Hold on. Wait, no, Bumpy, wait, no. Baka gets 1 minute. Everyone. We point and laugh just when they then find themselves each other in the real world. Yuki, I would bet you money that's not how this ends. Because Goose also put like 1-word descriptions of each episode. Like it was like blank, 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 guns, right? And then I think after guns, it was grr, right? And I think that was Jax's anger. This one is small O. And then the next one is big O, like shocked. And then the last one is what? Question ... And Goose said every single voice actor started to cry at the end. So I don't think it's gonna end good. Anyways, here you go. But I want you to know how I feel. Wow. Oh, is it wow how it ends, Birdie? Where is it?
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you, hate!
Oh, all right. Pack up your seals. Hold on. All right. Now we get back to the show after like 30 minutes. Here we go. Man. All right, here we go. I could be wrong, and Goose could be making like a more mainstream product where they all have. I have nothing against happy endings, by the way. I don't want to be like, no, you just don't get it. Life doesn't end in a happy ending bullshit. I'm not Sasukeing on you, but I do think it would be out of touch for. You're welcome, Baka. Out of touch for like what Goose's like artistic style is. Wah.
I want Kinger to go before me.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Now, Pommy, don't feel like I need to go before you just because I have the right of way in a 4-way uncontrolled intersection.
I love him so much. I love him. That's my face right now. I love him.
Just trust me.
But I can dream.
You want to get somewhere dark?
You can say that again.
Now, what does he mean here?
So, how are you getting up?
I'm not. But I trust all of you to make the
Why
right
not?
choice.
When we all get out, I'll buy you a beer.
Make the right choice.
I was getting kind of worried
hate this
something
guy
was
so
happening down
much.
there.
No spoilers, Joy. I don't know what you're referring to, but like, how can you hate him? Did you see his face? Bumpy old man, you're late today. We were talking about the good old days and you missed out on recollecting.
Time for me to serve my purpose, I guess.
Also an interesting line. I hated him from the beginning of the episode. You have no whimsy. Okay, I was skeptical, but then how could you look at that face and hate him? I'm at work. Bumpy hates me. It's true. I hate that you work. I actually never paid deep attention. Oh, it's all the worlds. I see. It's the candy world.
Abel said the door to the main console was behind the bookshelf.
I think there's worlds that we haven't seen yet. Now, right here, okay, I was losing my goddamn mind because I'm like, there sure is a lot of light. If only there was a character with insane amounts of insight and has been here for millions of years. Please put the bag on the fucking head. Please, please cover his eyes. I don't know. Do something, anything to make him in the dark.
Hey, you all right?
I'm great.
What does he look at here? I'm curious. Ice World. We haven't been to Ice World yet. He looks really sad looking at Ice World.
Hey, you all right?
There's also talking.
Great.
I guess this is it. We're leaving the circus.
I like that theory too.
Are we still gonna be friends?
This is also something I'm noticing on this watch. Look at the floor. Interesting. Why is the layout of this very important seeming room have this architecture?
Friends when we're out there?
Why wouldn't we be?
It's just gonna be strange. I've only known you like this. Will it be the same when it's real?
It always was real.
I watched this and I was like, as a chronically online person, it's probably fine. Like long ago in a faraway world, I met like my Overwatch team, right? IRL. And I'm like, it's the same. And if it's not the same, just close your eyes. You can just pretend you're in call. It's fine.
Everything we felt, everything we've done, everything we are, it'll never leave us. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you for always
The horror
being there
here
when I needed.
is if it is I have no mouth and I must scream, then their actual personalities and memories have been altered. So no, it wouldn't be. If they're alive, I have no faith they're alive. They're all dead. They either chose to be dead, their bodies are dead, or they were never human and they're sentient AI. So they are alive in that sense, but they were never humans. Yeah, VTubers at TwitchCon first time. I was so angry here, okay? I will never recover from the level of anger I had. Why are we just not putting something on Kinger for some insight on this very important moment? It's pretty dim, not anymore.
Kinger, do you want to make the choice?
The choice of what?
Are you sure he's all the way here?
Hey, yeah, wait. Don't we all want to press leave? Why leave it up to him?
What if there's
Wait,
something we don't know?
What do you mean, don't ask him? We just need him to be in the dark, though. Right now, he's stupid.
Maybe we should give it a little more time?
Oh, yeah. I love pressing buttons. You, want me to press one of those too?
I don't know.
Am I missing something? We all want to leave, right?
Pomni?
Yeah, we do. It's
How is
just,
that room not dark?
What if it's a trick?
Why
or
isn't
something?
he snapping out of it is also an important thing. If this is, I think this shot is trying to show him in the light. There's also implications if it is dark enough, why isn't he activating?
Trick console in
Which we'll
Kane's
go into at the
office.
end.
Like, no matter what we press, Kane's gonna know we were here. We should push it.
Hold on. Let's just wait a second and go over everything we know, and maybe we can.
What is he thinking right now?
Vote on it.
What does it mean?
Something.
That's a very good.
What did you just do?
This was also the part where I was like, Pomni, use a sentence. Kinger is smarter in the dark and I'm waiting for him to activate. You just had to tell people. You just had to tell people. I love you so much.
Congratulations, my little cattywampus cucumbers! You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it. I knew you'd make the right choice.
You mean this was all?
It's a game!
Yes, it's a game.
And one I've been cooking up.
The entrance is amazing. Okay, I hope that if hell is real and it is like I have no mouth and I must scream, I hope that this is my torturer. Look at the way he enters.
Congratulations, my little cattywampus cucumbers! You picked the good ending, where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it. I knew you'd make the right choice.
You mean this was all?
An adventure! Yes, and one I've been cooking up for a good long while. Great job playing your part, Abel!
All in a good day's work. By the way, you think I could get a raise after that performance?
Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete.
None of that was true. The CNA stuff, the pods, the way
A
out.
fabrication of my incredible world-building skills.
I was right?
Now this is interesting.
I can't believe I was right!
What was he right about?
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one, cause I knew you'd never pick it. So I left that up to Bubble.
I made it take you to Shrimp Town.
Yeah, it was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
No. I thought that too. I thought different things. But I can see why it's implied that. But listen to what he says here. No, Wonder. I don't think that's what he's right about, because he's gonna get angry here for something. I think he had a guess related to his driving memories, right? And here he had a revelation of panic, and that's what he's talking about here.
You dirty liar! You scumbag! You made me... You got in my head! You just lie about everything, don't you?
Huh?
You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else!
Our names?
No, hold on, guys. Wait. I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey!
He's in the light, by the way.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys! You know I'm just here to have fun. Questioning's over. Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good night. Fragrant night. Bye!
And that's it, baby! Okay, theory time, gamers. Theory time. This is my theory, okay? This is my theory. So, Kinger worked on creating the game, right? And I think that Kinger was one of the first to put their minds in the system, but then realized that they were in AI and was suffering as a result because they couldn't escape. They got frustrated, right? And I think actually that Kinger, our sweet, sweet man who has guilt of something that we don't know what it is, and Kane is bitter about, and Kinger has great remorse about, I think that the first ringmaster is Kinger. It's kind of like a Squid Game situation, right? Where he was like in his own game, and then he got miserable and created possibly Kane from his own memories. And I think that's what Kane was saying when he got cut off. So I think the first Kane is Kinger. And then this Kane is the second Kane, right? And in that kind of way, by taking whatever code was and making them sentient and removing them from abstraction in some way, right? They killed Abel, whatever Abel was considered, whether that was the AI that created everything, whether he asked the AI to make things for them, right? But it was separate from the ringmaster who controlled them, but then combined them together, right? Cain killed Abel. Abel used to just be code and enjoyed making things, right? Under Kinger's guidance, right? But Kinger didn't want anymore. So he made Abel, the AI, right, be Cain. So now they're both the ringmaster and the AI that's main programming was to just create things. So that's the stress that he has, and that's why he's incredibly angry at Kinger. And I think that Kinger specifically, so this is where like it gets kind of dark, in my opinion, with the whole suffering thing. I think a lot of their memories are not true. I think that Kinger killed his wife IRL, right? And that's why he went into the game. And then Kinger created a sentient version of his wife and then either remembered or realized that it was alive, right? It was not just an AI or whatever. And so it was the second time he killed her, right? Because he helped her abstract. And I think that he put a nerf on himself or made Cain, because like in the story of Cain and Abel, right? God actually punishes Cain, right? By putting a protective mark on them, right? And then making them wander aimlessly. I think Kinger was given that mark and that's his stupidity. And he was actually stupid at all times, but when his wife, who abstracted, touched his face, right? He abstracted a little bit and was calm. She wasn't calm. He was calm, right? And then he kind of broke his own nerf he gave himself to escape the hell of the reality that he killed his wife IRL and then he killed his wife a second time.
So where you wanna?
So that's my crackpot theory. Thank you for coming. It's a Bible ref. It is a Bible ref. Yes. In the story of Cain and Abel, here it's time for some. All right. Surprise. There was the surprise seals. Now we have the surprise Bible study. You're welcome. Okay, hold on. You do get music for this. Hold on. Okay, we're going to learn about the story of Cain and Abel, gamers. Here we go. And I'm going to relate it to the Chinese room. Hold on. Don't worry. I did all the drugs, so you don't have to. Where is it? Let's see. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Killing his wife was so good. He did it. Bye, Casper. All right, hold on. I'm gonna connect this, and then I will take notes. But even though my theory is perfect, I will take no notes. But I will pretend to. Okay. So, in the story of Cain and Abel, right? I'm gonna simplify it, oversimplify it, and then I'm gonna talk about the more Jewish tradition versus the Christian tradition, because there is a difference there that I think is important, and it ties back to Pomni representing Jesus. Right, in the first episode, in the story of Cain and Abel are the two sons of Eve, right? And at that time, no death existed, which because I think also can tie in the circus. The point of the garden was that no death could exist inside of it. It was considered a perfect utopia, right? Adam and Eve kind of fucked it because they ate the apple and gained the knowledge of good and evil, right? That's the whole twist in the story, right? Sorry, spoilers, you should have read the book at some point. Cain and Abel are then asked by God to give them a sacrifice, which was common in Jewish tradition. It's not associated with a negative thing, right? It was normal to sacrifice animals or something. I don't remember what the sacrifice was or the offering was, but it was normal during its time. So the point of the story is not that the offering thing is dark, but if in the Jewish tradition, I believe it's implied heavily that even though Cain won by either sacrificing more animals or his offerings were more sexy or whatever to God, he missed the point of it. He didn't have the right intentions. Sorry, I'm mixing it up. Cain fucked up the ritual. That's the Jewish tradition. Sorry. The Jewish tradition is Cain just fucked it. He didn't pay attention, right? He wasn't paying attention when God told him and he fucked it, and then God punished him because oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My brain's so scattered. I'm sorry. Abel's offering was better somehow. Cain was jealous and murdered the shit out of Abel. That was the first murder and the first instance of murder in the garden. Okay. Now for the why, right? In just the Jewish tradition, it's kind of just that black and white, right? Abel had a better offering. He was a better student, right? He was more devout and came up with a better offering that God liked. In the Christian tradition, it's a little different. It's implied and talked by some Christian scholars. I don't know if it's actually rephrased in the New Testament. I don't know. That Abel's offering was lesser than Cain's. But God preferred Abel's offerings because Abel understood why he was doing the offerings, right? Cain was just locked in. God was like, kill me 20 sheep. And Cain's like, I can have that done by nightfall. Whatever, man. Hell yeah. But Abel was like, I'm suffering through this and getting rid of my food as an offering to God, who I know has housed me and blessed me, right? So it's a little bit different. And I think that ties into the Chinese room, right? Where Cain was kind of like an AI in that sense, where he was performing the task. He did what he was asked, but he couldn't understand the significance or the meaning of it. This is like the difference between an AI and a person, right? A person is more likely to comprehend why something is done, right? What is the meaning of it versus an AI who's just fulfilling the code. Thank you for coming to my lecture, and now I will take notes. Okay, all right, who's raising their hand? Or I'll scrub. Howdy, partner, it's nice to meet you. I'm so sorry you witnessed me like this passive. I was on a rant. Abel was the teacher's pet and was killed for it. Deserved. So what I think is that all of the people who put a headset for a second, they had a copy made of them, and while the original went along with their lives in the real world, they have no bodies to go to because they're just copies. I could see that, kind of. I guess where like it was like they put it on for a second and it made a clone of themselves, right? And the point of the game maybe was like to interact with like yourself, like personalize your avatar, right? And so, but like they were alive and they were like, oh, fun game, and then they turned it off. Abel had meat, Cain had shitty veggies. Abel thought lamb chops with a drizzle pomegranate sauce, while Cain thought celery stick. You're so right. Abel prepared the ratatouille, right? Abel cooked a beautiful ratatouille that made God have multiple flashbacks, right? While, Cain was like, what if I give you 500? Hold on. I'm going to link this important story to the Judeo-Christian faith to something wonderful. Hold on, gamers. God, that's so old. Hold on. Is there a better one? Welcome. It's so old. You have to like make up some of the pixels in your head. Oh my God, here we go. Okay, I'm going to show you the Christian interpretation of Cain and Abel.
To the ultimate cook-off! All right, mates. First 1,000 patties wins. Shake hands.
Okay, we have Cain on the left and SpongeBob on the right.
Made the best man win.
Go back to your corners, and when the bell sounds, come out cooking.
It actually works so good. Hold on.
Put it out on Neptune.
I'm not good enough to cook in Atlantis, Patrick. I never should have taken the challenge.
Don't give up your dreams, SpongeBob.
I love this
People
so
used
much.
to
Hold on, I'm
tell
having some
me,
coffee.
Patrick, you'll never amount to anything. You'll always have your head in the clouds. But just look at me now. Go get 'em, Tigers!
All right, here we go. All right, the offering. It's offering time, baby. Patrick has the cross to scream. I know. Look how like emotive their movements are. Everything is like so staticky now. Sometimes limitations are a good thing. God, prepare me the best Krabby Patties for the Krabby Patty contest. What the fuck? I'm so fucking angry I could kill Abel. Hold on. Hold on. What the fuck? We missed the good part. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the whole thing? Hold on. You missed the biblical implications. I'm not kidding. This is the best that let me check if it ends. I'm not kidding. I didn't pick this one because you get less pixels. So I need you to play as the audience, right? Like just, you know, use the power of pretend to see what's happening. Pascal, try to explain. We just finished Amazing Digital Circus. There's a character called Cain, a character called Abel. It's implied the company's called Cain and Abel, and I'm talking about the implications of that if the writer is taking into account the story of that and how it could be applied to the Amazing Digital Circus, and I'm illustrating this via SpongeBob. I have visceral fun. I have never been more overjoyed than giving my Christian lore lecture with SpongeBob. Oh, you love the audio. Okay, I can skip ahead. It's a fucking Bandicam Okay, where are we? Okay, hold on.
Once upon a time.
I win!
1,000 to 1.
Loser! 3 patties for everyone! Fools! Have you no taste buds? There's nothing wrong with these. They're delicious. Don't chicken eat its own burger. Why don't you eat it? Eat it! Okay, mine's no good. But what makes you think his will be any better? Give me that.
Okay, I know he was Cain before, but now he's God eating Abel's offering. And what is this pathetic tiny thing, Abel?
Why, it tastes so good. I think I'd like to try it a second time.
So, what do you think?
Yours is superior. Therefore, I can...
Literally, God. What do you think? Yours is superior. This is Cain now. Colorized biblical photo of Abel and Cain being spoken to by God.
Seed to you, SpongeBob SquarePants. You win.
We're going to Atlantis. We're going to Atlantis. What's so...
Wait, this unironically kind of works, but like not the exact ending, but...
You, SpongeBob. That repulsive thing in my palace.
You can't go to heaven. Cain, you made a shit meal. What do you mean?
You mean Patrick can't come?
Oh,
he can't
course
come.
Not.
And my friends.
He has no
The
penis
only
and must
friend
come.
you'll need, my dear boy, is the Royal Grill.
It was nice knowing you, buddy.
I know, Mr. Krabs. I'll miss you too.
I lost me bed.
SpongeBob, grab your things. It's time to depart.
God, do I hope, because sometimes the world is real, right? And like wacky. Okay. What if they found like an extra old like Dead Sea Scroll of a retelling of the fucking thing, and there was like the gambler character who bet it all on Kane, and now he's fucking broke, as was foretold.
Atlantis.
I don't wanna go.
But just imagine he wanted to go, and then Patrick killed SpongeBob.
It's too late now.
Voiced by Psychic Pebble. Oh, okay. Well, rant over. I apologize. Wanderer, please give me your theories. You've been waiting 3 hours, and I appreciate it if you're still here. Anyone who has theories, please let me know. I just kind of wanted to get it all out there on my theories and what's going to happen in the show as a result. Thank you. Okay, so I'm ready, Birdie. Hit me. I'm attempting. Is it at all possible that Kane in the digital circus is the same way whatever Kane was supposed to be? It wouldn't accept that he wasn't doing it correctly, and thus keeps the digital circus inside to try and keep them having fun and be satisfied as the AI, but he keeps doing it wrong. That's actually something I was thinking about, okay, was I really do think, okay, that the sentient AI thing is a real thing. Either our characters were human, or I really think that they're just AIs based off people, right? I don't think that they're real, but they believe they're real. And I think the fact, like, Am is a riff off of, you know, that one obscure guy who was like, how do I know that I am? And he says, I think, therefore I am, right? They think they're humans, right? I think that the mannequin, being told his whole life he was AI from Kane, knew two things. He was AI, but he was also sentient and was bound to the will of Kane, right? And I think when he said make the right call, Kane follows his bits no matter what. He was asking them to kill him, right? Because it would free all the humans, right? And wipe out all of the AI, right? That's my first theory. The second one is that he thinks Kane needs to know that they don't love him for whatever reason. Either that will make Kane abstract, that will make Kane turn off the game, right? Something, or Kane will never be human, right? I think it's one of those things. The story of Cain, Abel, and John the Gambler. Thank you for coming out, Evie. I really appreciate it. But that's yeah. I did have one thing, but I gave mine already. Bumpy just hates me. Leah, type it again, please. Please. I'm sorry. I got really excited, okay? Listen, okay. I'm not evil. I'm just an AI and I don't understand, okay? You can't be mad at me. And thus keeps the digital gang inside to try to keep them having fun and be satisfied. Make Am rage quit by being silly. That would be so funny. I think there is something to that. The fact that he's obsessed with adventures. I think it's possible, right? That he's now a sentient AI, but it's like, can I show it? It's too long. There's something I've always talked about for chronically ill online hoodlums who come all the time. There's a specific story from Love, Death, Sex, Robots that I think illustrates this point perfectly. And I don't know if I can even show... How long is it? If it's super short, it was called Blue something. Zima Blue. That's what it's called. How long is Zima Blue? It's 3 minutes. Surely I can get away. I don't know if I can get away. I'll skip around. But hold on. I promise I'd read theory. Sorry, hold on. You mean just love, death, and robot sex? I purposely think that Cain and Abel story in digital is mostly a low. Like there's no company. Yes, I agree with you. I don't think Cain and Abel company is real. I think that's also part of the world building, right? I do think that the offices are possibly real or real to Cain, but I don't think Cain and Abel is a real thing. Right? If anything, I think you're right, where Cain may have started even doing that when he hatched this plan, right? To make Abel, right? Where he's like, well, I'll make this company. And they'll be like, oh, there's Cain and then there's Abel, right? But yeah, I think the offices might be real. I think Cain is genuinely trying to keep everyone distracted and looking for exit, but he can't do it because he doesn't know what it is because he is AI. I also disagree with the theory that the obvious twist villain is Cain is evil. I think it is actually, unironically, the meme I was playing, where it's like, I love you, if I had a nanometer, right? I think, just like an AI that wouldn't understand properly for no fault of their own, they're ironically being Cain, right? He wants to make them happy. He wants them to feel loved and grow as people and believe they're humans. For whatever reason, maybe they asked for it, maybe they're dead people, maybe that they're people trying to escape, right? But he's doing it in a way that's inadvertently tormenting them, right? Hold on. A pinch of Zima Blue, if you would. A tiny inkling of Zima Blue. You need to go watch it. I can't show the whole thing, but this is one of my favorite stories. It's really short, too. I get that the memory altering of the original memories fading or becoming distorted over time is what caused abstraction. So my theory is this adventure was because they were getting suspicious of the truth, and Cain wanted to make them get rid of those suspicions without altering their memories, which he did by mixing in partial truth with his lies. That's also possible, that this is like some big game that we don't know about. I think the reason why Kinger is able to remember in the light, Kinger was the first ringmaster and accidentally made Scratch. And I think he did that because Scratch was in a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, and he kept changing things. He kept changing the past. He kept changing bad things that happened to him. He kept changing their trauma to the point where they were no longer their character anymore, right? They didn't have a sense of self, and then they abstracted, the first abstraction. What if the game is a Christian education game, and that's why it has so many Bible references, and they can't swear and have smecks? That would actually be really funny. Also, I want to say, and I will die on this hill, Has-Been Hotel is a wonderful retelling of the story of Jesus, and I will always stand by it. I don't care. I don't care. Okay? It's literally Christian disgusting propaganda, and I love it. It's like watching VeggieTales if the VeggieTales cursed and had sex. It's in no way different. It is the same story. It's a what? You heard me. That is what it is, okay? I've gone on this rant before. It's just Christian propaganda on every level, on every stage of the story. Okay? Charlie is just lesbian hell Jesus. And I'll stand by that. Also, hold on. Here we go. He was a program that way, and the AI doesn't understand emotions and has no empathy. I disagree there. I think the thing is that they are sentient AI, and we as the audience and them as the people are going to have to come to terms with that, because a sentient AI is basically a human. In no way is it different from a human, right? If it's sentient, it's alive, it's conscious. Why Cain presents it as a show and tries to keep it family friendly? It's because it's made for YouTube, but like in lore, that would be incredibly funny. I would love if they were stuck in a Christian show, and maybe he's like forcing redemption or something, but he's doing it terribly. The Christians have upped their game, both Has-Been and TADC. Islam has to do better. Where is my Islamic secret propaganda show? Okay, step up your game, gamers. But yes, that's why also, whenever I hear people being like, oh, do you think X is redeemable in Has-Been Hotel? And it's like Valentino, or it's like Vox, or it's like Alistair the serial killer, right? And they're like, no, they can't be redeemed. I'm just like, well, there was this book that also had heaven and hell and a character obsessed with redemption. And you might be surprised by the things they thought were redeemable. Is why I say it was Cain mixing in truths. That was Kinger had a noticeable reaction to the admin keys. Yes. Thank you for pointing that out. Yes, because that he gets really confused. So it implies he knows, like he knows what the admin keys are. So he knows what the admin keys are not. So I think you're right there, because he was very confused with the able statement and also the hand statement, which could imply he's able or knows able, or able doesn't exist. Okay, is it even worth watching in chunks? It may not be worth talking, maybe. Okay, so there is this artist. There is this artist that is super famous and crazy. He makes beautiful artworks, and then one day, for no reason, he started painting this tiny fucking blue square in his art. Oh, hold on. I promise Wanderer debate time. Hold on. Let me put on my debate hat. So, Jax, the major freakout, I believe, was that something horrible awaits him when he leaves, or even worse, nothing. He had brief flashbacks to his IRL life, and he was in a car. What he got in the car, and he somehow put in his consciousness in the machine so he could keep living, and him pushing the button was so that he would stay alive, even if it meant damning the others without meaning to. I disagree, kind of, because I think when he's like, I was right, he's not talking about being correct on the right choice. He's being correct that Kane can fuck with their heads, but I don't think Kane fucked with his head. So I think I think Jax has horrific memories of being alive, so he wouldn't want to leave, right? So he panics and presses the button. And then he's like, why did I press that? It's because of his memories, but he's assuming those memories aren't real because he's the odd one out, right? He's the one who has horrific memories, unlike other people, it seems. So I think he thinks that Kane is putting these horrific, traumatic memories in his head to motivate him to press the button. And that's why Kane is confused. He's like, what? Because he's right about everything else, but not that. Okay, famous painter, really cool, also beautiful animation. Starts making very famous paintings, and then for no fucking reason starts drawing this blue square. And over time, it kept getting larger, sometimes changing shape, but always remaining the same color. Until... So he's been framed, I've skipped a bunch, as an eccentric, it's love, death, sex, robots. There might be penis or breast. Hold on, is there penis or breast? There typically has to be sex, right? Fuck, can I show it? Okay, I'll just have to verbally tell you, which is much more lame. Okay, so there is this, there was this guy, right? Very good artist, and you saw him, right? I think I can show the ending. I hope there's no way there's sex at the end. Okay, so I'll skip the ending. Let me check the whole frames for penis. I see no penis. I see no titty. Okay, I don't want to nuke this VOD at all. I could also, you know what? I'm sorry. I'll be